catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down.
The immovable force meets the unstoppable object. Actually messed it up, it's the other way around. But at Loftus Asphalt, the Vodacom Bulls with an incredible record of 4-2 take on the Chelsea Sharks with a record of 3-1. Of course, 2 games wiped out for them. It's going to be an absolutely incredible afternoon of rugby here at Loftus Asphalt. It's Pink Day, all in support of breast cancer awareness and supporting those fighting breast cancer as well. What an incredible cause, incredible game of rugby, and a phenomenal rivalry that's really been heating up over the last 2 seasons. It's the Vodacom Bulls taking on the Chelsea Sharks here at Loftus Asphalt. Welcome to Bullseye. We are, of course, sponsored, as always, by Richelieu, the official drink of Bullseye, as well as Luno, the official crypto investment partner to Bullseye. My name is Mark Nankara. I'm joined as always, Kulikani Tlungwani.
Thank you, Thank you, Mr. Nankara, in pink, pretty in pink. Yes, Marcus, good afternoon to all the Bullseye family at home who couldn't be here this afternoon, but what a beautiful sea of pink it is here at Loftus Asphalt, Marcos. You know what I mean? A team 3-1 come up against playing 4-2. So, like, it's a massive game. The other team, the Sharks, you know, 14 days, no rugby, coming up as a team off the back of a massive victory against Benetton last weekend. I cannot wait. Derby day in the Kraal.
Doesn't get better than this. Yeah. And on a Sunday of all days, incredible day to be out, Sunday fun day. We are sponsored by Richelieu, as you know, and on that point, we have an incredible show centered around Richelieu, and that we've picked out 3 cocktails, pink cocktails, in the comments of 3 lucky people who've generated these great recipes that we're going to make on show today. Perhaps, KK, you can take us through the names of those cocktails, maybe the ingredients, and the people who recommended those cocktails.
Mark, I'm going to start off with, you have to start off with one of our friends of the show, you know, one of our big supporters was Zanny Lawrence. She came in to one of the top 3 drinks, a double Richelieu, a little bit of ice, well, a full glass of ice, 2 strawberries at the base, raspberry flavored drink, and then 1 strawberry on top. Unbelievable, nice and pink for you. The second one, unreal, this one, double Richelieu, 100ml cranberry juice, freshly squeezed lime juice, pink lemonade, orange peel twist to garnish. I mean,
hurry up, mate. We've got a whole show to get to.
That's from Shopping Potatoes. And the last one from Donna, double Richelieu, mixed berry juice and dry lemon, and it's called the Stedman's Glass.
Brilliant. So we will make those over the course of the show. One of those lucky people will win a phenomenal Richelieu hamper. We also have a hamper sponsored by Six Gun Grill to give out at the end of the show. We'll tell you about those rules, but we've got a show to get through first of all, Cakes. Starting with some breaking news, groundbreaking news, okay? It's about to be announced at 3 o'clock, but this is Bullseye. We break the news early.
Yes, sir.
A new signing. A son is returning to Loftus Asphalt. Nizam Kar
Welcome back
to Loftus. He will be announced at 3 o'clock. Nizam Kar returns. And how incredible is it? I know Marcel Kutsia, our captain, fantastic, leaves us. But to bolster that loose forward room, that we not only get a great player, but a great leader in Nizam Kar.
Unbelievable, Marcus. Great leader indeed, you know what I mean? The prodigal son of the Western Cape who became a sweetheart here in these streets at Loftus Asphalt and in the Crown Kirkness Road comes back, like Mark said, a leader supreme. Marcel Kutzer's going, another experienced man with leadership, with great ball ability, with great ball over the ball. Everything you need from a sign and coming from that other team in England. But unbelievable, Marcos. His arm calls back. I cannot wait to see him back in that blue jersey.
Man who's captained the Vodacom Bulls as well. But before we shift our focus to the game at hand, we've got to chat about the win. Go to Benetton, do the Italian job, and our last game against Benetton, comprehensive victory. Dodge disaster, would have been a 0-3 tour. We make it 2-1, not too bad. Shared the spoils in terms of territory and possession, ultimately won the game in exciting fashion, Kate.
Yeah, especially exciting fashion, Marcus, you know what I mean? It started off as an iffy little game, especially in the first half. Marcus really struggled, but then we really stuck to our guns, do you know what I mean, Marcus? To get back on track in this campaign where our tour we really went great on tour. To win that game coming into Derby Day weekend, it was unbelievable, Marcus. First half they were in it, but in the second half, my goodness, our consistent defense and breakdown pressure really cracked them wide open, like a melon or coconut, whatever you want to call it, Marky.
But let's chat about that defensive improvement, because Cakes, we made 92% of our tackles, we're missing on average 25 a game. We only miss 11. For context, they miss 17. So role reversal there, massive defensive improvement.
Massive defensive improvement, Marcos. So they've worked on it, especially with the tackles, the first time tackles. We were in their faces, you know what I mean, at the breakdown as well, Marcos. And to get 5 tries in the second half, Marcos, it's unbelievable, you know what I mean? To get a BP win, we won the game in the second half. And like I said, Marcos, it's our consistent pressure on defense and our consistent pressure at breakdown that cracked them up.
I want to chat about the breakdown there, because we won 9 turnovers.
Unreal.
Feasted, the 3-headed monster, Marcel Kutsia, Marco van Staden, and Bismarck du Plessis. What an impact is that going to have this afternoon against a Chelsea Sharks team that struggles at the breakdown?
Marcos, it's going to be a massive impact. That 3-headed monster, of those 3, they're good. It's a field day for them, especially without the guys like Eben Isabeth and Sakolisi. They're not playing today. So those guys are going to think, my word.
Who's going to clean them off the ball?
Exactly. And Sakolisi, one of his big traits is breakdown work. You know what I mean? Just like how destructive he is and the energy he brings to a breakdown. And without a guy like him and Eben Isabeth, we know what he brings to the game. It's going to be a field day for our 3-headed monster, Marky.
Well, you mentioned second half domination, and Vodacom Bulls, it's tight at the break. They race out and score 5 tries. How much does that, a shot in the arm in terms of just, we can play positive rugby, we can score tries on a whim, and we can get a bonus point victory when all we wanted was a win in Italy?
Yeah, all we wanted was a win to get it per PP, Marcus, and it goes back to how we really, once we put the pressure on them, the hands started flowing. 6 clean breaks, 17 defenders beaten, Marky. It's unbelievable stats and most of those stats were in the second half. So once we crack them open, we capitalize on that energy, and today hopefully we can really build on that here at Loftus Versfeld.
Well, we got quickly, we're very far behind, but a different gravy. You've gone for Marcel Kutsia. Like within that 3-headed monster because of his work at the breakdown.
Let's say Marcus Kutsia as the figurehead of that 3-headed monster. Marcus was unbelievable. 2 turnovers, 5 defenders beaten, and a try, and it earned him man of the match last weekend. And he was supported by Bismarck du Plessis and Eskom van Staden. They were so good around the park, Marcus. Eskom van Staden making 15 tackles was unbelievable. So, Mark, happy to see them back.
I went with Mornay Steyn as my different gravy. Off the bench, sinks 3 kicks in a row at a horrible angle, gets them all cool as a cucumber. That's Mornay Steyn. Let's shift our focus, our attention to the game at hand. We're going up against the Chelsea Sharks. I'll take you through that team. Of course, heavily impacted by the announcing of the Springboks and the SAAs. You got Apeleli Fassi at the back, only makes 50% of his tackles. Van der Kok, Takia Abrams, Francois Venter making his debut for the Chelsea Sharks, also a victim of the liquidation of the Worcester Warriors. And then in the pack, look out for Pepsi Buthelezi, look out for the poison that is Dylan Richardson, and in the front row, still heavily Springbok orientated with Mtunu and Thomas Atoy, the captain. Take us through that Vodacom Bull side.
Yeah, Marcos, 5 changes Vodacom Bull side, which I love to see, you know what I mean? A bit of continuation, not topsy-turvy as it's been the last couple of games. But yeah, Marcos Valsner he comes in for Yagusana Pule for the same front row, and then the loose trio stays the same as well. Look at the back line, Marcos. Zach Burke comes from Emmy Papier, partner with Chris Smith. Midfield supreme, Harold Foster, Cornel Hendricks, great distributors of the ball, great on defense, Harold Foster the glue, partners with the hard running Cornel Hendricks. Then the back 3, Marcus, second pivot, Johan Goosen at 15, big chatting point there, and then Swoon Kosi and the man on the right wing, TK, who's been on a sublime form.
A lot of changes. First of all, Volt Steenkamp returns. That's his jersey, number 4 jersey. And they struggle at the line-out. They bottle it to the Chelsea Sharks. I'm looking at him winning a couple of turnovers next. Vierje Steenkamp comes in at 8. Horrible images last week to see Ulrich carried off the field, ice on the ankle. We said we're going to have to either bring in Vierje or Ruan Steenkamp. They bring in Vierje. What does that due to the dynamic of the back row.
Yeah, it does, Marcus. Instead of run for Marcus, I think Vieira has played there, started at 8, and he's a natural number 8, isn't he, Marcus? We watch his eighters to becoming one of the big boys in the Bulls pack. And today is an opportunity against the Sharks for himself to stamp some authority. Yes, the number 8 belongs to Arachlo, but he's got a huge opportunity at us, Vieira. We speak of opportunities, and it's a big opportunity for Vieira Stenka.
The other one, Zuckerberger in at 9. I know Jake White likes the combination of Chris and Zuck because Zuck is a pragmatic 9-10 combo as opposed to the speedy fast pace of a Goose and an Ambrose. I really like Zuck at 9. I think he's going to pin the Sharks back, which is how we want to play. The other change, Sabu and Corsi at 11 returns, and obviously he had a bit of a disagreement with Jake White and there was an infringement on the rules and the protocols, but he's learnt his lesson. He returns at 11. He needs to pop off. It's only his 3rd game for the Vodacom Bulls.
Yeah, only 3rd game. And my word, Marcus, look at this for him. Play against his old team, Marcus, against the Sharks. Spoon Corsi, one of Mark's favourite players.
He's not a fan of the Salty Sharks, by the way.
Yeah. You can ask Mark one day when you see him why he says that. But anyway, Spoon Corsi comes into the fold again, Marcus. He's in the Springbok squad. He's lacking a bit of pace at the moment because of the injury. But Mark, he's a Springbok. Marcus, what he does off the ball is as important as what he does on the ball. So Spoon Corsi at wing, it's great for me.
We might not even be able to get to the strengths and weaknesses because they're about to run out. Last change, Goose at 15. Jan Goosen, really excited to see what he does as a second pivot. He's been selected in that SAA squad. 11 months out with an ACL injury. He returns to the fold, and I'd like to see him progress here, take a step ahead. Kate, let's chat about the Salty Sharks team. Their strengths, please, sir.
Yeah, this is a quick one, Marcus. So their strengths for me were attack. They attack and scrum. You remember, they've got 2 games on hand, right? So, attack-wise, there are 17 tries. I want to highlight the 17 tries in 4 games. It's unbelievable. They're 4 tries a game. But Marcus we'll chat about it later. But there's 17 tries in 7 games. They're really strong, a front foot rugby team. And yeah, Marcus, they attack. And it's going off here, Marcus.
Yeah, they come. Wait, do you want to just skip ahead and chat about
Why
these guys
not?
running out? Yes, that was crisp.
Don't be there, baby.
Here we go. Vodacom Bulls about to take the field in the pink on Pink Day, Sunday 30 October.
Sunday 30 October is Loftus Festival, Kirkness Road. The crowd is buzzing. The pinks are out. Pretty in pink are the Loftus faithful looking. Mamaze! There they come! Wrapped in blue, but underneath they all got pink. More Sakatellis there.
They got the pink under, so they got the jackets
That's what
on.
I'm saying.
They're
That's what I'm
about
saying. They're wrapped in blue, under in pink. The darlings of Tshwane. Here they come, Marcus, the real darlings. The other team we love here in Pretoria. They took an L against the Orlando Pirates in the MTN8 semi-final, but we don't speak about them. We speak about these boys tonight. These are the big boys today. We want to show who are the real darlings of Tshwane.
And quickly, before kickoff, we have a whole number of incredible cocktails we're going to make on show, and we're going to invite Giovanni 2.0.
Yeah. Giovanni 2.0.
How's my man? Thank you for joining us. You're going to make a couple cocktails for us?
2.0. I'm all the way from Brazil. So which one? Sir, can we please, mate, do you mind giving us a little, the double Richelieu mixed berry juice and dry lemon by Donna? Please, sir.
Let's go for it.
Please, sir.
Courtesy of Richelieu, hashtag Richelieu your way.
Thank you, Donna. We're making yours first.
Here we go. Kickoff. Chris Smith has the ball in his hands. It's Pink Day. Historic occasion. Let's go. We are also giving away an incredible hamper courtesy of Six Gun Grill. Make sure you comment below. You could win that phenomenal prize. We'll announce that at the end of the show. Gabran Grobler receives the kick from Chris Smith, and Pink Day begins. Salty Sharks, they actually kick on average 24 times a game. For context, Vodacom Bulls only kick 20, so they love to have the ball in the air, and they win it back 72% of the time, Cakes.
And for sure, Marcus, they'll probably look to kick a lot more even here tonight. Today, at Loftus Festival because of the conditions, because of the altitude, and there's a bit of moisture in the air, and they'll get used to them. Yeah.
They're kicking on Jan Goosen. He's got a lot of ground to cover here. Does he have the range? Yes, he does. He picks it up just over the 22. He returns with interest. Kicks it on Chamberlain. He signals for an up and under for Takir Abrams. It's a shallow one.
Up Chrissy. Yes,
It's
off the knee, it's off the knee, it's off the knee.
As well. This could be a penalty, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought it was off the knee. Anyway.
Love the call from Marius van der Westhuizen because he says accidental off the knee, accidental offside will have a scrum for the knock from Chris Smith. First scrum, Cakes, of this much vaunted, much lauded Salty Sharks pack.
Yeah, great scrumming team, Marcus. Fifth in the whole competition in scrumming. They only played 4 games. You know, they won 95% of their scrums. You know, it's a great stat, and they've gotten 8 scrum penalties in 4 games, which is an unreal stat. So let's see now if the guys like Bismarck, guys like Gerda Sinekam and Klopper can really withstand that pressure at scrum time. Pretty in pink of the Vodacom Bulls looking in front of a beautiful, beautiful Loftus crowd.
On the close side or nearest to us, Gerard Sennekamp against the Springbok, Thomas de Toy, their captain as well.
That's a big battle there, Marky.
Huge. We're going to have a reset. Of course we are. Perhaps turn our attention to these cocktails that are being
Giovanni,
made.
what's happening? How are they looking?
Oh, looks great. Let the man do his work, eh? Don't get involved, don't stir. Scrum time at Loftus Versfeld, the first of the game. Can the Vodacom Bulls claim some ascendancy here? Cameron Wright to feed.
That's a good hit by the Vodacom Bulls,
Great
Marky.
hit, but it's going down, it's going down.
He was down first. Come on, touch judge.
Got to be a penalty, Vodacom Bulls here. We're going to have a reset. Unbelievable.
The touch judge, unbelievable. The touch judge needs to wake up, Marcus, because Thomas de Toy was under a lot of pressure by Gerry there, Marcus. Let's have a look again.
When I say unbelievable, I mean it cannot be believed. Gerard Sennekamp got the rub of the green there. He was well over Thomas de Toy. Thomas was crumpling like some laundry and folding right into the pitch. We're going to have another reset.
Come on, boys. Again, I want that similar hit, and I love how Gerry Sennekamp on the hit, he got the better of Thomas de Toy, and his head and shoulders were a lot more caved in within the rules of the game. Let's see now.
Okay, he's gone down again.
Come on, touch judge. Yes!
Penalty, Vodacom Bulls.
Wake up! Lovely.
Gerard Sennekamp absolutely minced the Springbok that is Thomas de Toy. Thomas the Tank was derailed. Ooh, like that one.
The tank derail.
Oh. Chris Smith is going to pump this into as close to the corner as possible. Decent angle for him to work with.
Decent kick, I
Get
think.
some nice meat off the bone. It's a beautiful kick from Chris Smith.
Within the 22. Come on now. That's AJ Jacobs, if I'm not mistaken, Marcus, one of our favourites.
Yeah.
With the
Is
pinch
there
of
such
salt.
a thing? As a favourite referee, jeepers.
Thank you, sir.
Giovanni, you biscuit, thank you so much. Oh, look at that. Let's get a close-up of this.
This is unbelievable.
Incredible.
Shout out to Pink there.
Wow. Look at that.
Cheers,
Absolute
mate.
beauty. Cheers.
Thanks, Gio.
Thank you. We'll call you again soon. Penalty to the Salty Sharks from the line-out. A little bit of disagreement there from Marcel Coetzee, the captain, playing his last game for the Vodacom Bulls at home before he jets off to Japan. But don't be too alarmed, he will be back.
100%. And remember, like Mark announced, heard it first here in Bullseye, Nizam Kar is going to be back in blue. Unreal. Alhamdulillah. The son of Muhammad. Bull supporters really liking that cake. And they Buddha Chamberlain didn't get a lot off the meat there, off the bone. But Kieran van Veer, a man who really struggles, like Mark likes to say, he really struggles to hit his men.
Comments are
goes up.
streaming in, Cakes. Dylan Duplessis saying, what do you think about our new signing in the front row? We haven't even mentioned Wilco Low. What a groundbreaking signing that is. We said we've really needed a tight head, experienced tight head, a Springbok tight head for some time. Great question, Dylan. And he's going to really bolster an inexperienced front row. He's only here from June, but we can't wait to see him play. Here come the Salty Sharks, Tapawai, Chamberlain, and then
No, that's Finta.
Francois Finta, first touch
Sit
of the ball
down,
in a Salty Sharks jersey, and he drops it like a bad habit. Another scrum for Vodacom Bulls.
And remember, guys, all those beautiful prizes, that massive Richelieu hamper that Mark mentioned, it consists of visors, caps, scarves, everything you need for, to be a Richelieu supporter is in that. Or you just like, comment, and share. One of the biggest hampers we're giving away on the show. And also, at the end of the game, we're also giving that 6-gun grill hamper. Or just like, comment, share, and hashtag Richelieu your way. You can stand a chance to win that awesome Pink Day prizes.
What's the name of this cocktail? Do we have a name yet? Is this Stedman's Glass?
No. This one is Donna's, Marcus. This is not Stedman's Glass.
That's Stedman's Glass.
It is
Donna's
Stedman's
is
Glass.
Stedman's
Yeah, it's Stedman's
Glass.
Glass, yeah.
I'm a fan. I love it.
I love it as well.
Yes. That's great.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Yeah, I love it though.
What a versatile drink brandy is. You can really drink it with anything.
It tastes unbelievable.
Another Incredible scrum from the Vodacom Bulls. Ball pops out the back. Sharks jump on it. Somehow Marius says play on. But again, the dominance from the Vodacom Bulls pack showing. There's oodles of space. David Krill's going to have to run back. He's got Tucker Abrams blanketing him. Oh, he takes him. Oh, he's so
Yo, DK!
Nice.
Go, son!
Beats another. DK is finding incredible form early in
Another clean
in the
break.
season. He's brilliant. He had 3 clean breaks last week, Cakes.
Unbelievable, Marcus.
Cross kick from Harold Forster.
Oh.
It's over Sabu's head on the full. Probably not the right call there. It was
No.
on, but maybe you'd like to see that ball go through the hands. Cross kick from Harold Forster. Touch overcooked. Goes over the line.
Yes.
Out on the full. Saucy Sharks line out.
100% Marcus. Smooth didn't really, I don't think he anticipated that because he wasn't hugging the touchline. He had to track towards the touchline. So that really made it difficult for Smooth Nkosi there. But another line out here for the Saucy Sharks.
And
Looking
interestingly,
horrible in black.
Marius van der Westhuizen calling them to the line out. So they're trying to take their time. He shrill blast of the whistle calls them to come over. No time wasting here, so it's pink day. Be interesting to see the dynamic of the line out without Aurechlo. We know how good he is. Underappreciated line out option. Voltsenkup gets up in Grobler's face, and it's a scrappy one for the Sharks. Looking on the inside, but they make the break. Cameron Wright, the tackle from Bismarck had to be made. Saucy Sharks about 7 meters out. Here's Richardson, the poison. Sharks going through the phase, and Nunu, the one-cap Springbok, it's held up, but the leg drive, he's almost over it.
Supported by TT.
Arms out from Van der Westhuizen. A lot of Shark support, you hate to hear it.
Yeah, you do, Marcus, you do. But well, with the big three in South Africa, the Stormers, the Bulls, the Stormers, the Sharks, and the Bulls, the Stormers, and the Sharks, the big three, you are gonna get in your home stadium fans from the opposite team. It happens like that because these are big franchises. The question is, who's the biggest of the three? And we know that one.
Let's read out some comments here.
I've got one, Marcos, from Sabulela Mikey. So welcome back, a winner a couple of weeks back saying, go Bulls, hashtag Richly your way. Hashtag Richly away from Sorrento Porkita. And then Michelle Kruger first, what's the score prediction? Hashtag Richly your way. Sorrento, my score prediction is 26-20, Marky.
30-27 Vodacom Bulls. I love this one from Colin van Biljon. He says, the name of the cocktail is the Blow Bliksem.
I love that.
Stolen by the Vodacom Bulls at line-out time. David Kriel kicks it upfield, gets it up in a hurry. Here's Takir, gives it to Fussy. He's dangerous on the counter, can't tackle to save his life.
Met by Zach Berger and co, though.
Vodacom Bulls are up for this defensively, I'll tell you that much. Cameron Wright, changes point of attack. Nkunu gets hammered.
Oh my goodness. By his opposite number, Stenka, Marcos. Jeepers.
Cameron Wright looking for Dylan Richardson. They're going to box kick here. Chris Smith and Goose back. Talk about kicking options. Chris Smith dropped the last one. He's got it. Beautiful work from the fly-off. Here come the Vodacom Bulls on the counter. Oh, that could be a pen. And
it's out.
It's low around the knee from Thomas du Toit.
That could be a yellow card there. Let's go,
Smooth.
Smooth.
Gossi.
Oh, hear the rolls, Smooth Gossi. Hear the rolls in Dabezita. Hear them, son. Those are for you.
Working up a head of steam, Sapu Nkosi. Thomas du Toit is flat out. It is Thomas du Toit, correct. We're going to go back for it. He went in very low. It was a penalty. There's no arms, but I think he copped a knee to the head. Thomas du Toit is up. So who is that that's laying strewn there, Cakes?
I don't know who that is, Marcus. Maybe it's Kieran. Is Kieran up? Van Vieren. I think it's Kieran. I can't see Kieran strolling anywhere else, Marcus. It could be Kieran Van Vieren there who's on the ground.
I think it's Kieran. I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh, there's Kieran. I don't know who that is, Marky. But wow, Marcos, interesting start. I know it's still very early.
Ben Tapuai went in low. It was a penalty, but I think he just copped a knee to the side of the head, which is almost instantly out. Yeah, no arms on it, so it'll be a penalty.
Yeah, that is a penalty, but that's his fault, Marcos.
Yeah.
That's a mark of someone who just his tackling technique's not great there. Going in with the wrong shoulder as well. You must go with the right shoulder and fall on your right arm, Marcos there. Ben Tapuai.
Thanks for the coaching clinic. Can't help yourself, eh? Of course, a coach a couple of years ago. That's not how you would encourage your kids to tackle.
No, definitely not. That's not what you want to show the kids at home. You know what I mean? It's always right shoulder and leading shoulder in and rest on the hips.
Ben Tapuai, 3-cap Wallaby. And just a point to shout out Donna for this Stedman's glass,
love
we're
it.
calling it. It goes down like a treat on a hot day. It's beautiful.
And thanks to Giovanni. Thanks to Giovanni for the Stedman's glass. Giovanni really
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. Giovanni 2.0. Giovanni 2.0 really enjoying the game, Marcus. You know what I mean? Special occasion, yeah, Loftus Fast.
And KK, how's this for a stat? The first time we introduced Giovanni, the original Giovanni, was the quarter-final against the South Sea Sharks right here. When we beat the South Sea Sharks and went, and it was the kind of the launching pad to our assault of
So
the Vodacom
appropriate.
URC.
So
and now we
appropriate.
bring him back. Wow.
So appropriate. So
a cameo.
appropriate. What a
What a
cameo.
cameo.
What a cameo by the Giovannis. And turn to KK, what is score prediction today? They said score prediction earlier. I said 26-20. Mark went for a high scoring game, but a little bit higher.
I think it will be high scoring.
Hashtag Richelieu away, Sorrento again. Your way via Jella Canbella, lovely. Hashtag Richelieu away. Yo, Easter Metai Mix. So that's a shout out there to Giovanni 2.0. Keep them coming, guys. We're giving an awesome prizes, an awesome Richelieu hamper, and we're giving away the 6 gun grill hampers. It's Pink Day. It's festive. All in the name of breast cancer awareness.
Here's
Our
a
mothers,
player-
our sisters, in their name.
Beautiful. And here's a player that will be all too familiar to Vodacom Bulls fans, and this field is all too familiar to him. Mannes Porchetta, a man who played number of caps for the Vodacom Bulls, left earlier this year and has been really coming along strong for the South Sea Sharks. He takes the field, of course. Ben Tupperway still laying through, and he's gonna get the attention he needs, and he will leave the field.
Yeah, that really is unfortunate for Ben Tupperway. I really think in the games I've watched him play this season, he's really coming to his own for
You're
that
a
number
fan
12.
of this Tupperway.
Yeah,
You're a fan of him.
I remember even when they signed him, you thought like I'm going insane that this boy can play a bit of pull, but he can. Marcus, I know he's a merchant. You know what I mean? A crash ball merchant, which you don't like. But I think like he's really effective in the number 12 jersey for the Sharks.
You're a fan of the old crash ball merchant. Eh?
Yeah, I am, Marcus. I really am. It goes back to guys like Marcus Joseph and Ferrer, you know what I mean? I love him at 12, but some people don't like him at 12 because he's a crash ball merchant. If we had to have some sort of comparison with the Bulls player. But let's clap him off. That's unfortunate. We never want to see a player being taken off on a stretcher.
Especially this early on.
Yeah, it must be serious.
Comment from Kenneth saying, hashtag Richelieu your way. We have a strong team. Let's make this game count, boys. Mannes getting involved. Michelle saying, this is going to be epic. Flame emoji. Dylan saying, I like Zuck, but our nines are not consistent in form, so I like the rotation at scrummy. It's interesting. So he enjoys the rotation.
I kind of back that. I kind of back into the rotation wise. And the 9 position has always been a rotational position at the Vodacom Bulls under Jake White. So I back that.
And Dylan Spielman coming in with another cracker here. Come on, Bulls, let's give Marcel a lacquer Rishi farewell. Great to have Carr back. Will be a boost with Low also out, 100%.
And then Karabo Mapela giving her score prediction, saying, turn to see my score prediction is 28-14 to the Vodacom Bulls.
The kick there from Chris Smith, of course, from the penalty. It was a low tackle, no arms. Ben Tupperway copped the brunt of it, and he's left the field. So in comes Mannes Porchetta, if you're just joining us for the South Sea Sharks. First line out for the Vodacom Bulls via Bismarck du Plessis. Who are you looking at here? Ruan Okia in the middle?
I'm thinking bankable for Ruan Okia though. It goes bankable, but for Volstenkamp.
Quick ball though, not even looking at the maul, and it's in midfield to Harold Forster. Averaging 4.7 meters a carry is Harold Forster. Via Steenkamp. Good carry, well over the advantage line. Here's Bismarck. Jeepers Bismarck.
My word, he's...
Beauty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on here! It's
Let's
on
go!
here!
Let's go, Grant Wilson! Corner
He had
Hendricks!
Sabu on his outside. He had Sabu on his outside, ladies and gentlemen. The ball's been spilled 5 meters out. It'll be a scrum. Little bit of miscommunication there. Goose had Sabu and Corsi and oodles of space on his outside. Would have been a try.
But Corner Hendricks really not happy about something
I
that
think
happened there.
He thinks he got tackled without the ball, I believe.
Okay, now the Bulls are slowly but surely getting into the game, feeding off the energy of Loftus Versfeld, and you can see it. This scrum will show Thomas Satoy's been struggling against Gedi Senkamp here on this near side.
Cole was really unhappy with the no call there. He thought he was tackled without the ball. I want to give Zuckberger props for the vision there, because it was we were going straight back on the open side. His notes, 3 Vodacom Bulls almost unmarked on the blind. Changes the point of direction and it was on. I mean, we saw it immediately, it was on.
Yeah, I had to give it to Sabu and Maki.
Yeah,
Back outside.
I need Sabu Nkosi to score his first try for the Vodacom Bulls.
Yeah. but they're involving him, Marcos. The ball is slowly but surely becoming a magnet to the ball. And in this game so far, he's become a magnet, Marcos. So the more ball you put in his hands, the higher chances you give him of scoring a try.
Absolutely packed here at Loftus Versfeld. Probably close to 25,000 in.
On a Sunday.
What a
On a
cause.
Sunday. Unbelievable.
What a cause. Cameron right to feet again. Thomas is getting worked over there on the side.
It's a good scrum by the Vodacom Bulls.
Crash ball, France offensive. Of course, 2-cap Springbok. Back in 2017 under that horrible tenor by Alistair Coetzee. Don't even want to mention his name. There's Mhunu, 1-cap Springbok. Gets met physically by Voltsinka. Another 2.03 meter, 121 kg void when he leaves for Japan. And
No,
then
there. Stop there, AJ. Thank you.
I don't even think that's AJ, mate.
No, I think it is AJ. I think it is AJ Jacobs. But it doesn't matter. But whoever it is, the little men, they're all the same. The little men in yellow, he must stop. Lanos looking good so far, Marky.
Let's see here, Bismarck du Plessis. No one statistically wins more line-out ball than the Vodacom Bulls in the URC. Goes to Nokia, Zuck, Chris, looking to blow tempo. Harold always beats the first man.
The Hulk! Dealt by Mark Nankara.
Zuckberger, Veja Steenkamp, he's been feisty, hasn't he? Busy, also been very active. Sharks are over it, but unsuccessful.
Thank
Penalty
you, yeah.
Vodacom Bulls.
No clear release. I love that. Both of them tackled them in, and they both went for him. Sit down. Sorry. Sit down.
What's the call in the comments? Posts, parlor 2 or touch?
Parlor 2 for
Comment
sure.
below.
Parlor 2 for sure.
Sandile is saying turn the cameras to the pitch. Fortunately, not allowed to do that. Let's go, boys, from Karabo. Who's going to kick? Goose or Smith? Great question, Dylan. I assume Chris Smith.
No. Chris is a confidence player.
Yeah.
So if you take off the kicking duties, the person who's been kicking so well this season so far, you build that confidence.
Has to be Chris, surely. And it is.
And it is him.
He lines it up. There's Chris Smith, the man from Dean Street. Did you call him the Dean Street hooligan?
Yes, sir.
Bubsy Dippenol saying, go Bulls, you can do this. Go for it, Bulls, from Angela. Hashtag Richelieu your way from Brian. Saying good luck to the Bulls from a die-hard fan out of Cape Town. Wow, Brian, behind enemy lines there.
Yeah, and then Carol Maduna saying touch, Johan Milan saying touch, Vessel saying touch. It's a bit too late
They want
now.
the confidence. We're going for the post, and Chris Smith splits the pink uprights. Vodacom Bulls draw first blood at Loftus Versfeld on pink day. 15 minutes in, 3-0 Vodacom Bulls over Chelsea Sharks.
On pink day, baby.
Nice one here from Aline saying Sharks depend on Itzebeth. Yes, they do. Man of the match on debut against Glasgow. They do depend on him.
And they depend on all the Springboks, Marcus. Without their Springboks, well, like the big Springboks, they really struggle. But it's too early to be chucking shade. But I agree with that comment because it's what I felt about the Sharks anyway.
And on that point, keep those comments coming. We've got 2 sensational prizes to give away. Hamper from Richelieu, our sponsor, as well as 6 Gun Grill. Keep them coming. We're going to give it away to 2 lucky listeners. Vodacom Bulls receive the kickoff. Zuckberger looks very calm, collected to box kick. I really like the way we've played and managed this opening 15 minutes.
Really, as well, Marcus. It's such a confident
There's
display.
There's no panic. But here comes Fussy. You talk about panic, but he gets met and driven backwards. Fussy again, I'm going to keep saying it. Made 7 tackles, missed 7 tackles. Absolutely horrific.
Yeah, Marcus, it's a story of the number 15s, Cohen, Bosch, and now him. Here we go. Oh, that's a great kick by Buta.
It's not actually.
Grass.
Finds DK, who's finding some great form.
Because of the banana.
He gets his banana out, this DK. Oh, it's brilliant. Almost. Fussy returns.
The weekend special, Marcos.
Dances around and gets hammered by DK.
He's over that. Ref is over that.
Yes,
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Holding call. Vodacom Bulls win the pen. Pump this into the corner. Let's get our rolling more going. That's my call, ladies and gentlemen. What is yours? Comment below. Use the hashtag Richelieu your way. 2 sensational prizes to be given away this afternoon on Pink Day. What a time to be alive.
Unbelievable. Great Richelieu hamper. Great 6 Gun Grill hamper. Remember to like, comment, share, and hashtag Richelieu your way. Our proud partners. And we are also powered by Luna. Remember that. Unbelievable scenes. Loftus Versfeld. The Kraal.
Global Milan. How about this? Hashtag Richelieu your way. Your commentating is super great, Cakes. Well, for both of us, but I'll tell you.
Thanks, Britt.
How's this from Colin? It'll be a human rights conviction if we do not utilize Sabu. 100%.
Hammer, it's game time.
Here we go. Oh, again,
Backwards.
not backing the rolling maul. We love to get that ball out wide. There's Escom. First carry for him. Over the top of Francois Fenter. Cornel Hendricks.
Bismarck on the ball.
Look
What
at
a
him.
carry.
Oh, look at him
That
go.
is my greatest Springbok hooker of all time for me.
Zuckerberger spots some space. It's on here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, penalty Sharks. Come on, ref. You're missing a hell of a game, Marius.
Marius!
Just can't wait. Bismarck du Plessis, there's something that brings you to tears when you see Bismarck du Plessis with the ball in his hand.
Yeah, he's special, Marcos. He's a special customer. It's just his presence. You can spot it from a mile away. What he does on the field, his ball carrying ability over the ball, his leadership, just how he sees the game of rugby is how you want any hooker, young and old, to play the game of rugby.
Butzer Chamberlain whips his banana out, and it's a small
That's a
one.
horrible banana. Small banana. It's a small banana.
Oh.
Score, please, Paul Valentine. The score is posted there, but it is 3-0 to the Vodacom Bulls.
Ken is saying, hashtag Richly away. The Sharks are a team with lots of depth, but they need their balks, 100%. And that it looks like a SLC Sharks lacking that calming factor that you get with a Kulisi, with an Etzebeth, and that players of a similar ilk, the Oxen Chairs, the Bongi and Bonambis, the Jaden Hendrickses. Trying to work behind their maul, but going absolutely nowhere slowly.
Just going silent towards the touchline. Cameron will have to box kick this.
Cameron Wright, the former Kings player, on Sabu Nkosi. It's out on the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, pressure builds diamonds. And that is pressure supreme. Cameron Wright absolutely butchering that.
Cameron wrong.
Cameron Port. Vodacom Bulls pretty in pink, pretty on the scoreboard. Early days, pretty in gameplay. Let's make a count now, Vodacom
How's this
Bulls.
from Rona? Hashtag Rishi away. Commentators, you look, what did she say? Excellent in pink.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rona. Busy. Bismarck du Plessis, the legend of the game, to the back of the line. Finds Marcel Coetzee, Zuckerberger, Chris Smith, Cornel Hendricks, give it! Great line there. I think it was Harold Forster. The crash ball, and he spotted space. Zuckerberger take a bowl,
DK,
son.
big chase there, Cornel Hendricks, DK. Put in pressure on Werner Koch now, Marcos.
in trouble.
Yes! Come on, Bulls!
Werner Koch struggling there.
Small wins,
Three
small
Vodacom
wins.
Bulls players on top of him, blanketing him. He just nudges one into touch. Vodacom Bulls have a line out 5 meters out. Zuckerberger, you're putting on a masterclass, my man. That kick, this vision, sensational.
Yeah, Mark, there was a comment. I've just missed it. Like, there's so many of them streaming in. But saying that DK is having an unbelievable game already when he's been brought into the game. And DK, Marcos, you mentioned it, his start of the season off like a house on fire.
Vodacom Bulls, 5 meters out. Give it all.
Take us away, Nankaro. Take us
5 meters
away.
out of the Vodacom Bulls.
Big carry, Marcel Coetzee.
3
Again.
meters out.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Chopped
big
at the
shots.
neck.
Big shots on Vieira. Vodacom Bulls, change the point. It's on. It's on. Give it.
Come on, man. Come on.
Is it David Creel?
There's no celebrations.
We might have a look at a potential forward pass. The try's been awarded. The offload may have been a touch forward. I just want to see it again. It looks like, just from real time, it looked like that ball drifted forward rather than came forward out of the hands, which would mean that it was backwards. Chris Smith threw it.
Chrissy, I thought Chris would get that, but earlier, you know, Marcos, he brought in the defenders. It's great from him, great confidence to bring in defenders, but he had to get the pass away, and he tried to go for the chicken ring. Did they go forward? Who knows?
Who scores it? We're going to have a look. They're going to review this properly, and they're going to break it down, ladies and gentlemen. Have the Vodacom Bulls scored the first try on Pink Day? In the interim, keep those comments coming. 2 sensational prizes to give away to 2 lucky listeners commenting
And on that note, Michelle Kruger for saying, yes, hashtag Richelieu your way. Unbelievable. Blaze Spiel down mana. Beautiful. I agree, Mark. Zach is on fire today. Fully agreed on. Vodacom Bulls are 3-0 up. We saw look at this forward pass. Is it forward by Chris Smith, Marcos? Let's have a look now.
I think it drifts forward, but it's backwards out of the hand.
It has to be a try that. By the laws, it has to be a try. It didn't come out the hand.
I don't think it's forward at all.
Not a forward at all. I think it was flat, if anything.
Flat, yeah.
Pivot to second pivot there, Marcos. Unbelievable. Let's have a look here. Chris Smith sucks in 2 defenders. Look at that, Marcos.
You're going to struggle with this angle, though. We need a side on.
But let's have a look at how Chris Smith sucks in 2 defenders and gives a little chicken wing.
I don't think there's enough evidence to refute the try.
Yeah, he's saying the same thing.
Backwards out of the hands. Ladies and gentlemen, per the rules, as long as it's backwards out of the hands, even if it flies 10 meters forward with wind, it's not a forward pass. Try awarded.
No, it's a penalty.
Penalty. Come on, Marius. We're going to forward pass called. Disgraceful decision. Chris Smith's going to pump it into the corner 5 meters out of the Vodacom Bulls.
It wasn't a forward pass, it was a pen, Marky.
Ruan Nokia in the middle. First time we're really getting behind our rolling maul.
Let's go squeeze!
Oh, it's on! It's on, ladies and gentlemen. Going sideways now. Arms out from Marius.
He's moving now.
Free play Vodacom Bulls. It goes down. Zuckerberg and they're all offside. Chips one ahead.
Oh!
No ways did he get it. DK almost pulled off a miracle. I don't think he got there.
We nearly saw something before.
Oh, there's
the fight!
There's a scrap.
Hey, hey, get away!
Ding, ding, ding. DK, David Krill, stand up, sir. He is looking for a Springbok call-up the way he's playing at the minute. Unreal. He almost reeled that in and scored it. Somehow he didn't. But they were all offside. Again, back-to-back penalties from the Sharks. Vodacom Bulls all over them like a rash.
Yeah, and it goes back to like how Zach Berg, you know what I mean? Presence of mind, Marcos. He's seeing his mate DK. I know the close mates. Seeing his mate DK. He's making a bit of a run. Stabs it through. Goes for the impossible. Nearly pulls it off. But my word, the Vodacom Bulls are turning it on. Yeah, it looked as fast so far. 3-0 to the Vodacom Bulls. 18 minutes gone.
Perhaps an opportunity to look at some of these comments. Hashtag Richelieu your way from Ken is saying, we need points. Bismarck is an epic player. 100% have to agree with you there.
Karabo Bapela saying hashtag Richelieu your way. They have to keep the momentum up. I agree with you. We need to make the pressure count for sure on the scoreboard.
Jacob is saying DK is really good today. He is. He's looking so threatening. Jacob is also asking why is Kirtley not playing. So yes, they were all selected. They were all selected in the Springbok team, but you assume that the guys who are actually going to start when we play Ireland at Aviva Stadium on Saturday, they've already left. However, the kind of fringe players have stayed behind. So the fringe Bork team, as well as the SAA team, they're only leaving tomorrow for the North. So for now, there's a change in penalty here, it looks like. The Salsi Sharks have the ball. Yeah, Bismarck pelted Vincent Chituka off the ball. Wow.
The usual customer.
Did he cop cheese for that, ladies and gents?
He didn't.
He just pelts him, no arms. Wow, I mean, obviously it's now resulted in...
Brand fart.
It's now ended our kind of our assault on the Salsi Sharks line. But it's still hilarious to see Bismarck just run up and shoulder charge off the ball.
Yeah, in terms of the game, it's a horrible from Bismarck du Plessis. But like, when it comes from that erg, you're not surprised that it comes from the Bismarck now, the Bulls number 2, against his old team as well, Marcos, and where he made a name for himself.
True. And I know we are light-hearted, ladies and gentlemen, and we're laughing, but
that's tough.
We need to start gaining from this momentum that we have. I mean, capitalizing. We're dominating the Salsi Sharks in every facet of the game, but we only have 3 points to show for it.
Thank you. Yeah, and the Sharks they are ill-disciplined team in terms of penalty counts against them, Marcos, and it's showing now. And we need to capitalize on that as well. Because if we keep them in the game and for any much longer into the second half, 50, 60 minutes, we're going to make it a tough game for us. We're going for Pauls here.
I like the call. I think it's the right call. As we said, we need to capitalize. We need to force points. If that means 6-0 rather than 10-0, Chris Smith. Kind of on the apex there. 10 meters infield on the angle, but this is bread and butter kick for Chris Smith.
Yeah, a man who's been... Sorry, Marco.
No, go for it.
Yeah, a man who's been kicking like a house on fire this season so far, you know. And all of our 10s have been playing some good rugby. And he's probably at the... between himself and Goose are the top number 10s in South African URC. Let's go now. Kendall!
It's over. Chris Smith.
Small battles. Small wins.
6-0 is the score at Loftus Versfeld. You do feel that we haven't quite capitalized on all of that momentum and dominance, but we'll take 6-0 down.
Yeah, we will.
Or 6-0 up, should I say.
Yes, it's up, yeah. It's a converted try away from them now, Marcus. So we'll take that. You felt like you said, Marcus, you felt like maybe we should have gotten more out of that pressure. But the Sharks are already struggling, as it seems. So let's see what will happen now.
Okay, I've seen something that makes me sick to the pit of my stomach.
What's up, boy?
There's a man with the Vodacom Bulls shirt on and a sign that says secretly a Shark supporter. Makes me ill.
Get him out of here, Mark.
Yeah, get him out.
Get him out of here. Because I'm going to chanda.
Vodacom Bulls happy to carry through. Eskom, jeez, always beats two. He's another man who's made the Springbok squad, returns after an injury, after a litany of concussions playing for Harlequins, returns to the Vodacom Bulls, another sneaky, incredible signing, pulled off by Edgar Rathbone and Jake White, and Willem Strauss, of course, who's just been re-elected, unopposed. Willem Strauss, different gravy as we call him.
It shows something about like people, playing for the Bulls and then the boys coming back, you know what I mean? How special this place is. Like Nizam Khan now is coming back.
The offload, simply sensational from Pepsi Buthelezi, gets the Chelsea Sharks in behind Vodacom Bulls.
But
the ball's out and it's picked up by Nokia. Vodacom Bulls have done a number here, and can they get that ball out wide? Zuck Burger finds Goose. Give it Goose. Oh no. Offload about two players behind. Zuck Burger gets pummeled by Van der Kok. And Chelsea Sharks flood into the breakdown to try and win this ball. Unsuccessful. Somehow the home side salvages it. Christmas spots a gap. Look at him go. Gets dumped.
Oh, he's smoked.
Hits coming in at 6s and 7s at the moment. Zuck Burger. Nokia. Somehow not included in the Springbok team. Zuck Burger, surely we're going to clear. It's been a bit of a mess down this end. Nkosi will chase. It's on Chamberlain. Takes it cleanly. Gives it to Fussy, who gets met hard. And corners over it.
Chris Martin goes second bite of the cherry. Does he have it? Oh,
knock on.
He nearly had it.
Tough. That's tough.
Knock on hit and score by the Vodacom Bulls. It's a Chelsea Sharks ball. Also, big shout out to our big boys over there broadcasting live down on social media pages at Vodacom Bulls, which is Mark and KK, right there by the Daisy. They're broadcasting live on social media. So for the friends and family that are not here today, they're more than welcome to go check out the broadcast down on our social media pages. Hashtag in the Bulls are.
Love that call out from Mac Attack
Mac
from
Attack.
Jacaranda, calling out Bullseye. We love it.
Big scrum here again, Marcus.
Huge scrum on halfway.
Pink them, half day, split defense. This is where dreams are
KK,
made
a little bit soft there, unfortunately.
I've been the loudest I've been ever.
Penalty to the Chelsea Sharks from the scrum. So Chelsea Sharks winning one back there. What do they do here? What's the call? Having a shot at the post. It looks like
Surely
Butcher
not.
Chamberlain.
Wow.
He's finding some form as well. I'm not a massive fan of Chamberlain, but he's finding some form.
The Paul boys, old boy, the man who played some under-20 rugby, a super talent out of high school, but he's really struggled to make his name, and they really back him at Kings Park, don't they? Sean Everett. So I don't know, because we always
Penalty.
because
Tough penalty, mate. I've just seen the replay.
I just want to finish this, Marcus, because we speak about how Butcher Chamberlain and how the Sharks need to sign a 10. Sharks have got all the you know what I mean, the juice and everything to sign any 10 they want in the world, essentially, and they stick with Butcher. Is that on purpose by Sean Everett? Who knows?
It's odd. It is odd. It seems like they're happy to fill up their roster in every position except for fly half. It's strange. some would say fly off's the most important position on rugby field outside
Yep.
of tight head prop. Puts a Chamberlain,
Looks good.
strikes it sweetly. He's happy with it. It's over. Chelsea Sharks on the board, 6-3.
Yeah, Claudius Steinbach saying, yes, I agree. The Bulls should have more points on the board. I agree with you there. Colin van Bonen, I agree. Small battle wins give us the in-game win. Yeah, for sure.
Of course,
sir.
that's all that matters. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. Chris Smith, down the pipe.
Right?
It's a good net gain for the Vodacom Bulls after the clearance from or from Cameron Wright, should I say. The scrum off. So we'll take possession just in the Chelsea Sharks side of halfway. Time running out there in the first half that's been totally dominated by the home side, but just don't have the points to show for it, Case.
Yeah, we don't, Marcos. And now we really need to make a count because every time we have the ball in hand, they're giving away too many penalties. We're getting over the ball. We're destructive at
I
breakdown.
think we're getting over eager.
Yeah. Let's be patient. Let's
We need to calm down a
Yeah,
little bit.
100%, sir.
Like we saw against Benetton. Did all the hard graft in the first half, scored 5 tries in the second 40. Speaking of tries, here's Cornel Hendricks.
Oh, no.
Out of sync in the back line, aren't they? It's the second time ball's found grass, but
Nice,
David
nice DK.
Krill spots
Nice
something.
DK. Yes, DK. That is
David Krill.
unbelievable rugby,
give him
that.
the man of the match award right now. David Creel's putting on a show, ladies and gentlemen. What a
That is
kick.
unbelievable, DK. What now? Boos are ringing. What now?
David Creel saying that this is a 50-22. He's saying he kicked it from outside of halfway. It's a 50-22. Let's have another look at it. I was so wrapped up in the vision, I didn't even spot the fact that I think David Creel was on outside of halfway. Surely we're going to have a look at this. Surely we're going to have a look at this.
Are we not, Marcos? We're playing.
Perhaps the ref saying that the play originated in the Chelsea Sharks side of halfway. They win the ball. Gerbrand Grobbelaar.
More going nowhere with the shots. Cameron Wright up into the Loftus Sky. DK under it. Up goes David Creel, knocks it backwards. There's a penalty for the Vodacom Bulls again. And the penalty count is stacking up against the South Sea Sharks
Tap
here.
and go, tap and go. Doesn't do it. He threatened it, Goose. Less than 10 minutes to go in this first half. I mean, this is a gimme kick for Chris Smith. Do we take it or do we back ourselves to go for the line here? I think we're going to go for posts, but I'd love to see us pump this into the corner. I think we might just... We're going to pump it in.
I love it.
I love it.
Okay, let's go now. Let's just master this.
The cojones, ladies and gentlemen, the call, we love it. We said, we can't go 9-3. We need a try here. We need something to show for the flexing of our muscles, the show of dominance. We need something more than just kickovers and 3 points. We need a try, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, in search of one.
Shift.
Maul goes down, about 3 meters out. Muscle work now for the Vodacom Bulls pack. Marius van der Westhuizen gives the penalty.
Side entry. Side entry, Marky. Side entry, yeah.
And again, and this is what we've been talking about, we just can't get that final surge to get over the whitewash.
And that's you go back with hindsight and say should have gone for poles, but like
No, we can't.
We can't.
We back the call.
yeah,
We back the call.
we back the call. I'm saying as a supporter, you think in hindsight. That's how you think as a rugby supporter.
Not out. Here's David Creel returning with interest. He's a big man.
Great,
David
DK
Creel.
is unbelievable, Marky.
Chris Smith, nothing on really. Steps inside
Nice,
Tyron
Chrissy.
Andrews.
Nice, Chrissy.
Gives the offload as well.
Klopper. That's Klopper,
That's
Marky.
Klopper. Big carry from Klopper as well. Knocked it. Just as we were winding up there, the knock on from Jan Goosen. It was an unforgiving ball. Kind of stabbed the head with his fingers to try and hold on to it. It was a tough one. Scrum will be awarded to the Chelsea Sharks.
Don't get angry on your charges.
Stop sort of fair Loftus Versfeld, and with all the dominance in terms of territory and possession, you would feel that the Vodacom Bulls would have raced away to a handy lead of at least 14 or 15 points. We find ourselves in a dogfight. Two teams, two juggernauts, separated by just a 3-point cushion. With 7.5 minutes to go in the first half in Pink Day, in front of a massive, vibrant, hostile Vodacom Bulls crowd, can we summon up the energy to get that 7 points that we so rightly deserve? Keep those comments coming, ladies and gentlemen. We are giving away 2 truly exceptional prizes. Dylan Spielman saying, our discipline letting us down at the try line, sometimes too eager. We should keep focused. Hashtag Richelieu your way. 100% agree with that. Ken is saying, hashtag Richelieu your way. Bulls are getting too eager now. Need to relax. Shorty is saying the Bulls are a bit out of sync in the back line. Hope they can fix it very quickly. I agree with that as well. We've seen a couple of balls going behind, hitting grass. I just think there's been so much shuffling of the back line. Now, of course, you've got Curtly Orange out. Kanan Moody copping that serious injury. A lot of mixing and matching in the midfield and at fullback. As a result, backline a little bit out of sync with each other. Need to get on the same page in the second 40. KK back from his little sojourn.
Yeah,
What's happening at scrum time, Cakes?
Hey, Marky, it goes down again.
Penalty Vodacom Bulls.
Sharks are already struggling.
Love the call. Chelsea Sharks have been spoilers all afternoon. They don't want to scrum. Thomas does not want to accept a hit from Gerard Sennekamp. He's been doing it all afternoon long. They thought they could just go down there, take a breather, and kind of peter out the clock a little bit. Marius van der Westhuizen, who I'm not a fan of, by the way, makes a really ballsy call that I love. Gives the penalty. Christmas going to have a crack at the post here.
He's made a couple of ballsy calls for the Vodacom Bulls this afternoon, Marcos. So it's lovely to see from Marius. Let's go for the Bulls. Take the game away again from them. 6 points. 6-point ball game. Loftus Versfeld the Kraal on Kirkness Road. Painted in pink. Beautiful, beautiful scenes at Loftus so far. No tries yet. Test game.
Flooding in. We've got 2 sensational prizes to give away. Keep those comments coming. Karabo saying, hashtag Richelieu your way. The pressure starting to creep in now at 3 blue hearts. Yakuba saying, too many mistakes, boys. Hashtag Richelieu your way. Bala 2 from Marku. Dylan Dupe saying, we need to try now, boys. We are going for the posts, though.
Let's have a look here, Marky. The Dean Street hooligan lines it up. A big geezer on screen.
Chris Smith. Looks happy.
Great kick.
It's over.
Every time. He's become Mr. Reliable, Marky.
9-3 Vodacom Bulls. 6 minutes to go in the first half at Loftus Versfeld. Totally the opposite of what I expected. Well, that could change in the second half.
Yeah, it should change.
Away of this.
5 minutes to go, just under 6 minutes to go, to be honest. And the score is 9-3 to the Vodacom Bulls. It's turning out to be a test match affair on Kirkness Road.
Puts a Chamberlain down the pipe. Zuckerberger. He's been really good. Zuckerberger and David Creel have been my 2 men of the first half. Bismarck's going to play scrum off. Look at him ordering them all around. He's going to feed Gerrie, it looks like. He does. Nice, cool, calm, collected. Zuckerberger back in his usual role of scrum off to box kick here. Taking up a bit of time, squeezing out the clock. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Would love to get into the sheds with the lead. It's precarious at the moment. Can we extend it?
Butcher is under it.
David
Beaten by
Creel's done a
DK.
number.
DK is having a worldie.
But then it was knocked on by the ensuing player. But David Creel beating Pepsi Buthelezi in the air.
It's fine, doesn't matter.
Official forward pass. The Chelsea Sharks will secure the ball.
Pepsi Buthelezi, Marcos, beaten in the air by DK there. Pepsi Buthelezi is a number 8. It's one of your roles is to beat men in the air. Yeah, and he gets beaten by DK.
He's 6'4" though.
Yeah, well, it's 6'4", but a man has been thrown around the back line, you know what I mean, Marcos. I don't know, you're good at those analogies. But a big scrum here for the Vodacom Bulls again. Pretty in pink. Can they do it? It's a more solid scrum by the Sharks.
Stalemate, just Pepsi Buthelezi peels off the back. Nice strong tackle from Chris Smith, buries the shoulder. Chelsea Sharks on the attack, and they found some purchase out wide. But
great tackle!
Harold Forster pummels, Osveja Senka pummels Butzer Chamberlain. And the steal from Marcel Coetzee, counter now Vodacom Bulls. There's oodles of space. The chase is on. Takir is back. Cornell's chasing him down, reeling him in. Takir has it. Cornell must make the tackle. It's dangerous.
Good work. Good work,
We're over
Cornell.
it. Flood the breakdown. Surely that's a turnover. We've stolen it. Have we? We have.
Unbelievable, Bulls. Oh, Francois Klopper.
Nice ball.
DK.
DK's
DK.
off. On the
Let's go.
inside.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Come on.
First try of the game. Vodacom Bulls on pink that we've been threatening for 47 minutes. It's Marcel Coetzee. How fitting is that? You couldn't write it, ladies and gentlemen. But the break, the turnover, the vision from Zuckerberger, and then the inside ball to the man they call David Creel, DK. Opens them up like a can of beans. And two men on his inside, one of which is our captain, Marcel Coetzee, who scores on his final day for the Vodacom Bulls this year. What a response from this team.
Unbelievable response, Mark Nankaro. Unbelievable for the Vodacom Bulls to score such a beautiful try, making something out of nothing. Kick from Zach Berger, like you mentioned, Marcos. You know, playing in drips and drabs, and then the inside ball to DK. You know what I mean? A little bit dynamism for the Vodacom Bulls. Inside ball to DK is an unbelievable game. He gives a pass to Marcel Coetzee, like you called it. Skipper Supreme. I love it. I love it.
Look at
DK.
David Krill playing like a man possessed. Finds his captain, who scores under the bar. It's a beauty. The crowd erupts at Loftus Versfeld.
Come on, man. That's massive.
16-3 now is the scoreline. This is exactly what we needed. Just 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, and they're coming in, Marcus. Yes, try time. Are there? I'm thick and fast. Woohoo! But Colin from Bill Yoon saying, try time. Marcel, you legend for sure. He's a legend playing a game. He's still playing the game. Unbelievable. Kenneth was a hashtag Richelieu your way. MC. Marcel could still be missed, but let's give him a great farewell. He's coming back though, don't remember. And then, yes, DK, sorry, from Geneva. Ulyss. Thank you, ma'am.
You just mentioned DK. He was the man who just saved what could have been a travesty on the kickoff. It's on here. If they give it to Sabu, I'm telling you. It's 2-on-1, Harold Forster and Sabu against one man in Francois Fencer, but instead we kick right onto Butcher Chamberlain. It was a Cameron Wright.
It's Butter.
He's got some space there. Sabu's tracking back. It's a great kick, but it won't find touch. Sabu's got it. He likes that matchup with Vannecock. Gives it to Chris Smith. It's decent work from the Vodacom Bulls back three to pump that ball into touch at about the 10-meter line. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Vodacom Bulls 13 points adrift from the South Sea Sharks.
Unbelievable, Marcus. We needed that try. Like it came very late, but we needed it, didn't we, Marcus? Wow.
We've just been knocking on the door for 37 minutes.
Wow.
Finally, that damn wall breaks. Kieran van Vieren, who couldn't hit water if he fell out a boat, is going to throw the ball into this line out. That deserved a laugh. Watch Volt Senkamp here.
Pepsi
Find Pepsi
Buthelezi.
at the back.
Fenter looking dangerous in the midfield, isn't he, Marcos?
And the arms out from Marius. This is a free play for the South Sea Sharks. Fassi gives it to Chatuka. Arms still out. Vodacom Bulls must make their tackles. Manus Porchita. Disaster. Manus Porchita scores on the hooter. The last thing we needed. There was absolutely nothing on. It was a nothing try. Somehow makes the break. Two missed tackles results in somehow a South Sea Sharks team that have done absolutely nothing to deserve a try. And it's Manus Porchita, of course it is. The missed tackle from Ruan Nokia, and I think Goose misses as well. He does. And then a missed tackle from Zach Berger. 3 missed tackles by the Vodacom Bulls in the backfield.
That initial tackle is the one that opened it up for us, Marcos. The Goose and the last tackle, it doesn't really matter from there on because Manus has got the momentum behind him. He's got the field to work with. But my goodness, Marcos,
Watching that replay
I
makes me
hate
feel
that.
ill. It
I
makes
hate
me
that.
ill.
Because, Marcos, we literally get on top again and we bring them back into the game. Into the halftime now. They've got confidence. They're going to come in filled with gusto. Anyway, Marky, take us away, boy.
Okay, well that's half-time at Loftus Versfeld. The score is 16 points to 10. Just a 6-point cushion now for a Vodacom Bulls team that's been dominant in every facet of the contest. Huge second half coming. We'll see you for that second 40. Brace yourselves. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns in this tale coming up at Loftus Versfeld on Pink Day. We'll see you for the second half soon. We are back for the second half at Loftus Versfeld. Vodacom Bulls 16, Chelsea Sharks 10. Just 6 points in it. Should be a hell of a lot more than that. Should have been a 13-point cushion. We let in a very soft try at the end. 3 missed tackles allowed Manas Porchetta, a former prodigal son of Loftus Versfeld, to score under the bar. Super unfortunate, terrible way to end the half. We need to find that momentum that we had, that dominance, and keep that going.
Yeah, 100%, Marcus. And you speak about like how it should have been a 13-point ball game, maybe even more, because the amount of pressure we put on them in the first half was insane. We should have gotten more points of what we actually gave to them, Marcus. But yeah, be it as it may, we carry on. It's second half time. We are still up at the end of the day, 16-10. Let's play.
Let's get our second cocktail going. If Giovanni, you want to come make it. This one, Cakes, maybe you can
Giovanni,
explain to the audience.
maybe should we let you. I've got it. I would have liked Giovanni to say it, but I'll say it. Giovanni, do you mind making us by Mr. Johan Pierre Pretorius? So, a double Richelieu, unbelievable. Yeah, double Richelieu, bit of cranberry juice, freshly squeezed lime juice, pink lemonade, and if there is an orange peel to garnish. Yeah. Do you have a sorted?
Yeah, I've got it, sorry.
Thank you, sir.
That's what we love to hear, Giovanni. As we get the second half started here, Chelsea Sharks have won the kickoff, which is terrible for the Vodacom Bulls. So they're going to start in a highly advantageous position. Really not what you like to see. Ended the half poorly, started the half relatively poorly. Thomas Toy picks that one up off of his bootlaces. On attack, the Sharks have just looked at it at 6s and 7s to me. So disjointed, disorganized. Here's Pepsi Buthelezi. We know he's a powerful carrier of the pull.
Yeah, Mark, the Sharks play. They play of loose ball, and they're not getting much loose ball this game. Unbelievable take there. Chris Smith, great cake,
returns.
looks good off the boot. Great rugby, Vodacom Bulls. Great defensive exit there by the Vodacom Bulls in pink today on Breast Cancer Awareness Sunday on the Kraal.
So this will be a line out for the Chelsea Sharks. Still buried in our own half. But you love the work from Chris Smith. It was an unforgiving ball. He had Vincent Chituka bearing down on him, applying that pressure. He clears. Van Vuren.
Yeah, Marcus, he clears about 35 meters, which is great from where he was. Chituka.
Precarious line out for the Chelsea Sharks. They go through the back line. Here's Fento, gets caught, gets it out to Fussy. Here's Richardson. Great tackle. Harold Forster clings onto him. And then there's Chituka trying to keep the ball off the grass. Forster makes another immense tackle. Man, it averages about 4.7 meters a carry. Knock on from the Chelsea Shark just as they were threatening counter-attack potentially. Here's Sabun Kosi. Would like to see him wind up a little bit more in the second half, but Zuckerberger, there's so much space. Offside.
Yeah, we'll go for the scrum. That's fine. I'm loving our scrums at the moment. I really am, Marcus. And let's start this half on set pieces, terms of set pieces, on a strong foot, especially at scrum time. Let's try to get a penalty if possible, because that Shark scrum is really, really iffing, bro. It's really iffing. And if we can get like a great hit, get Klopper in, get Gerrie in, and just drive them back.
Again, I must tap Zuckerberger on the back there. He's been so influential in this game, along with David Krill. They're my man of the match. They're each a man of the match so far, but David Krill makes the tackle on a much bigger man, punching well above his weight, makes a tackle on Mkhunu, who was threatening to break and give the offload, but because the tackle from Zuckerberger, he just blanketed him, and he was so physical in the contact point, Mkhunu couldn't give a clean offload away, and that's resulted in the knock-on.
100%, Marcus. That defensive pressure, isn't it? There's a bit of a deliberation there in on the field between Marcel and Marius.
Yeah, Marcel's not chuffed because he felt we deserved more of an advantage. That kick again from Zuckerberger, he was finding so much space in the Sharks' backfield. That would have been on for Sabun Kosi, and I backed Sabun Kosi to have won that race. Picked it up and probably scored. There we go. Thank you so much, Giovanni 2.0. And look at that.
Thank you,
Spectacular.
sir. Thank you, sir. Enjoy. Chips. Lovely.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir.
Second cocktail.
And this is by Mr. Good old Jean-Pierre Pretorius. It consists of double Richelieu, 100 ml cranberry juice, freshly squeezed lime juice, pink lemonade, and a squeeze of lemon peel.
Ooh, that's tart. How's your peel? Here come the Vodacom Bulls. Cornel Hendricks puts boot to ball. That might just go over the line. It does. In fact, it was well overcooked. We're going to go. We've seen about 4 or 5 kicks out on the full. It's a little bit rare. It's a rarity to see that in the international, on the international stage.
Yeah, it is.
That's at the castle corner. Everyone that's at the castle corner.
Again, 2 spectacular prizes to give away. 2 hampers, one by Richelieu, of course, the official drink of Bullseye TV, and then 6 Gun Grill with a hamper that's about the size of KK that we're going to give away. So make sure you comment, get involved, use hashtag
So
Richelieu
massive.
always.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Chelsea Sharks have done a job on the line out, and they've bottled it. Vodacom Bulls come away with it, and we clear down against Takia Abrams, who is so dangerous, but hasn't really had an opportunity
quiet,
to get
yeah.
going. Yeah. Fussy spots some space, and Marcel Coutier's down on one knee. You hate to see it. Chris Smith. Looks like an open side flank, doesn't he? He's so big.
Yeah, Chrissy is.
Stocky, compact.
Yeah, compact. And actually, he's not the tallest customer, but like he's just the perfect customer at 10. That's why he's so good with
like
ball in
Margaret
hand.
Rousseau.
Yeah, he is. But he's so good though with ball in hand. Like, you know what I mean? If you give him the half cap, he'll take it. That's what I love with Chrissy. But sometimes they don't give him that space.
But defensively as well, he's so
He's
strong.
unbelievable.
Castle corner, let's do it one more time.
Great game again by Chris Smith, Marcos.
I mean, he would have liked more meat off the bone there with that clearance.
Yeah, but like great game in there. It's still early days, but like, what a game he's had.
Again, we contest the line out. Chelsea Sharks win it. They have yet to steal a line out in this comp, and they knock it cold. Sabu Nkosi going to tear off, but he knocks it as well. We'll go back for the scrum.
Here it comes.
Scrappy start here for the Vodacom Bulls and the Sharks. They're playing their part as well. Remember, guys, we are giving away 2 awesome hampers. Awesome, a Richelieu hamper which consists of everything you need for the sun, for the cold, everything you need. And we're giving away a 6 Gun Grill hamper which consists of sauces, spices to make your braai lekker. Van, dit is lekker hier op Loftus. But yeah, all you need to do is like, comment, share, and hashtag Richelieu. And remember, we are all sponsored by and powered by Luno.
The official crypto investment partner to Bullseye TV. Scrum for the Vodacom Bulls. It hasn't been a lottery today. In fact, I thought the Chelsea Sharks would bring a bit of dominance. I said we just needed parity. We've been the dominant ones at scrum time. Let's see what we can work up here. Zach Berger, who's been immense this afternoon.
Sharks get the hit. Sharks
They do. But Veja breaks away. It's an unforgiving ball for Chris Smith, who puts it out on the full, and this is unbelievable to me. That's about the 5th ball out on the full I've seen today. I've never seen this
You've
before.
jinxed them, Marky. You've jinxed them, bro. You honestly, like, as soon as you said that, we've had like 3 or 4 out on the floor, international rugby. Another one bites the dust, Marky. But on that note, hashtag Richelieu away, but Dylan Duplessis. I need those spices, please, guys. But Zani Lawrence, hashtag Richelieu away. Zani Lawrence, your cocktail was unbelievable. We had it first. Unbelievable
We
cocktail.
had Donna's cocktail first.
No, first we had a cocktail.
We had Donna's first.
Yeah, done it. Sorry, Mark. Fight! Ding, ding! Come, boys, from Dylan Duplessis. So, Zani, your cocktail's still coming. We're leaving yours best for last.
Sounds terrible. But here's a line-out time for... Oh, it's Dan Hurst is taking the field. So the one can't hit sand if he fell off a camel. The other can't hit water if he fell off a boat. Hurst feeds Hiron Andrews. But it's skew, is it? It's skew.
Skew! Let's scrum them, boys.
As you said, Cakes, the last scrum from the Chelsea Sharks, they won the hit. And as a result, we had to peel off early via Steenkamp. What happens here?
I think we take the scrum. I think we just try to dominate again because it's the first scrum that I've seen them dominate completely. You know, Marky. But now it's our ball. Let's try get it. If they get the hit, let's put it under Locke's feet. Let's get it out quickly. If we get the dominant hit, let's get it under the hooker's feet and let's drive them back, Marcus. Put them on rollerblades.
Still 6 points is the discrepancy between the Vodacom Bulls and Chelsea Sharks. 6 minutes gone to Loftus Versfeld. The visiting side has certainly started off with a little bit more gusto in the second 40. They were totally out of it in the first half. Need to wrestle some of that
He's
momentum.
coming in, man.
Veja's gone. He's off. Beats Chatuka. Berger feeds Gerard Sennekamp. They were all offside. Ref won't give it. Breakdown here, and good to see Marcel Coetzee, our captain, back on his feet. He was down on one knee earlier. You never like to see that. Zuckerberger puts
Big
it into the
chance.
sky.
DK, come boy.
DK
Up you go,
Fussy. DK Fussy. Fussy wins it, but gets creamed. Right, they've had all the possession so far.
Klopper again. Klopper's been on defense. A really great
Menace.
customer, Marcos.
Dylan Richardson down and back play here, closest to us. He's in trouble. He's
Scottish
in a lot of pain.
international.
Oh, he's in a lot of pain. That knee's done. Right, puts it right up into the sky.
Horrible kick. DK under it.
Misjudges it, but Smith's got it. Oh, he's
Nice,
done well.
Chrissy. Oh,
Big
Chrissy,
Saki.
Chrissy. Special customer, isn't he tonight?
No,
Today.
You keep saying that, mate.
I know, mate. Because I'm used to being here under the Friday night lights or Saturday night
The
lights.
kick is on for Harold Forster. Oh. Bounce of the ball. Fussy. Cock. First opportunity for him to
Small cock.
get met.
Oh, that's Conor Hendricks, Marcos. Great dominant tackle there.
It's a mess, but he was offside with Conor Hendricks at the breakdown. Unfortunate. Sunk the shoulder, put in a really good tackle, but was offside at the breakdown, and he's got a few words for Fussy. I really hate this team from Durban, I have to say it. Ladies and gentlemen, with every fibre in my being, I despise this team.
Willem Brummer saying, hashtag Rishi your way. Go Bulls, go saying, these Erks, I think, talking of us, Marcos, will throw the try scores a double after the game. Maybe no, maybe we'll see. Smith has a brilliant game from Dylan. Yeah, he's been absolutely unbelievable. Bill Milan saying, hashtag Rishi your way. Bulls, go, you can do it today. Unbelievable. Dilly, lovely to have you on as every game you are. One of the big supporters of the show.
Line out for the South Sea Sharks. They find Klobel up. They're trying to work behind their maul, but they've gone sideways, but now they're getting away. It's gone to ground, arms out. All the momentum now with the away side. Chamberlain. Fussy, this will be a try.
Shut up! What's he doing? What is he doing?
This will be a try for Apolele Fussy.
He does a Memphis Depay celebration. Blocking his ears. Ooh, this is not football. This is rugby. This is Loftus, son. You're probably missing a tackle just now, Apolele Fussy.
KK, not a massive fan of Fussy. Tell you what, defense just totally open. Fussy exploits the gap. South Sea Sharks just 1 point down, but an opportunity now to take the lead for the first time in the contest. Dylan Richardson's going to leave the field. Looks like his knee's done.
And Fenter's on, Marcos. It is Fenter, right?
James Fenter.
Yeah.
Like for like replacement.
I don't like the celebration by Apolele Fussy, you know. This is not football. This is not soccer. This is rugby. You're in rugby land. As Uncle Jacob said, the Northern Transvaal. You had Loftus Versfeld.
Butzer Chamberlain adds the extra. South Sea Sharks 1 point lead. 17-16 separates the two teams. They've been the better team in the second half, and I fear that try by Manus Porchetta at the bell at the end of the first half just gave them the sense of belief, and they've come out of the sheds a different side. Vodacom Bulls have looked a bit subdued. Were super intense in the first 40, very subdued in the last 10 in the second half. Need to get the momentum back. Perhaps a few changes in the reckoning from Jake White.
Yeah, Mark, and that try, like we said in the second half, in the first half was just really a punch in the guts. Fussy again. He's been good today, but don't celebrate.
He finds touch, and as I mentioned that Francois Klopper departs, who's been really good. On comes Morne Smith, who's been selected in the SAA side.
Alongside Sampere Matanzima also as well in the SAA squad. So a lot of the Bulls boys in the SA setup for this tour.
Stravino Jacobs on the field.
A man who scored an unbelievable try to put the nail in the coffin last weekend against Benetton, Marcos. Stravino Jacobs.
It looks like Sabun Kosi's made way. Here come the Vodacom Bulls. Here's Chris Smith. Good carry in midfield. Finds Conor Hendricks. Gives the offload to Villiers, and cups off. Great carry from him. Zuckerberger looks for his captain, who puts it out the back door to Chris Smith, who's lost it. Horrible. Just horrible. The Sharks have lost it as well, but you just hate to see what's happening here. And there's so much space for Fussy to kick onto. It is out on the full, is it? No.
No, Marcos, what a kick.
That's a 50-22. That's a 50-22. It's a disaster. It's a death knell.
Upper Lele Fussy with ball in hand is having an absolute blinder from the number 15 position, Marcos, and we're really struggling at the moment. He's running the game at the moment in the second half. Sampier Matanzima is on as well, Marcos, as we see him there at the front there. The son of Miss Yolanda Matanzima, friend of the show. Can Matanzima get some attacking influence, some physical dominance against the Sharks team that has really got confidence right now, Marky?
A lot of comments coming in. We're giving away 2 exceptional prizes here. Michelle saying, never have I ever liked Marius. He is the Monday of people. That's a great comment there. Thank you.
He is a Monday of people. Monday Blues.
Saucy Sharks have won a scrappy one at line-out time. They come away with it, but he gets met. Yeah!
Come on!
Needed that.
Small wins.
Penalty at the breakdown. As you said, small wins. Tap and go. Zuckerberg's given it to David Creel, who's off. Bizarre call to not go for the line.
Oh, hold the ball, DK. Hold the ball, son.
Zuckerberg must have spotted something. We've now given the Saucy Sharks possession, and I'm questioning the call there.
Horrible kick. Slices it.
No, but I mean, we now have a line out pretty much on halfway when we could have had it between the 10 meter and 22, and I just don't understand the call. And again, speak about over-eager. We're too overeager. We don't back ourselves at the moment, and I think we're too nervous. We need some poise. This is when you want a Mornay Steyn off the bench. This is the moment to bring on a Mornay Steyn.
100%.
We don't have him, unfortunately.
100%, Marcos, and it goes back to like how you said how we started the game. You know, with such poise, with such great game management at Loftus Versfeld in the kraal. But now in the second half, after that try you spoke about from Fenter, we've come out like I don't know, we're in 6s and 7s, Marky.
Lineouts, Bismarck finds Roanoke here. Working behind that maul that we haven't really backed much in this game, and Saucy Sharks have collapsed it. I mean, that should be a penalty.
Squeeze! It's all going, Marky.
Rolling maul still moving ahead. It has been slightly stymied. Now it goes down. Zuckerberg, they're all offside of the Saucy Sharks, and the arms out. So there's a free play for Jan Goosen. Puts boot to ball. DK's going to chase. Go back for the penalty. Surely.
Yeah, but Fussy don't do that.
Bismarck du Plessis absolutely munches Fussy. It's getting tasty out here. David Krill just shoved Fussy off the ball. They're going to go down the side. Abrams. Nokia makes the hit. DK's over it. Unsuccessful. Saucy Sharks again. Cameron Wright. Counter shove there from DK. Chatuka. Again, a potential counter shove, but Saucy Sharks have won it. They're going to look to kick on Chris Smith and Jan Goosen. Corner Hendricks working his way back as well. Just 1 point in it at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Ball's out, so go for it. Chamberlain, up and under. They win 72% of the kicks that they kick away. Won by Chris Smith. Beautiful work from the fly-off. He did so well there.
No, he's there for it.
They've stolen it. They're going to kick it again. DK's running back. It hasn't found touch yet. Can he stop it? He does.
DK.
Yes, it's gone off Chatuka. It's gone off Chatuka. How did that happen, ladies and gentlemen? If I can commentate what I've just seen.
Hey,
David Creel trotting back, keeps the ball in somehow, just rakes a hand at it, keeps it in, and then Jan Goosen, he has 2 men on him. All he can do is going to stab a kick away that somehow ricochets off Vincent Chatuka. Vodacom Bulls have possession now, have the line out just over the 22.
The talent of Jan Goosen, Marcos, a football player, esque there. Cristiano Ronaldo would be proud there, Marcos, to kick the ball, you know what I mean? Just off the side of the foot, finds Chatuka's body, out is Bulls ball, extra time.
On comes Jan Hendrik Wessels to feed the line out. Nortje is also on for the Sharks.
Number 16, Jan Hendrik. And coming in, also number 21, Embrace Kopi.
Keep those comments coming. 2 exceptional prizes to give away. Jan Hendrik Wessels.
They can't think straight. The pressure's getting them. They have to stay calm. From Karebo Bapela, agree with them, Marco, saying hashtag Richelieu away.
Nice carry from Jan Hendrik Wessels, the replacement hooker. little bit isolated at the breakdown, but he gives it back to Vieja Senkamp, who I think has been really a real bright spot in this
Yeah,
game.
he's been good.
Ambrose Papier's on as well. That'll add some speed, although I think Zuckerberger's had a sensational game. Still 24 minutes to go. Takir Abrams. Fussy. Tackled. Sharks winding up a little bit out wide. Tackles made. They still have a 1 point lead.
Everett!
That should be a steal. It's not. Chelsea Sharks still in possession. Short ball. Grobbelaar. That could be a steal there for the Vodacom Bulls. Surely it is. Somehow it's not. Still in possession as the away side. Here's Fussy working himself into the game. The tackle's made by Vieja again. Vulnerable at the break. Surely that's a steal.
Come on!
He's given
Come
it.
on!
Holding.
Stand up, Loftus Versfeld.
It's Vieja Steenkamp and Ambrose Papier working in tandem. The tackle from Vieja, who has been immense this afternoon. Vieja Steenkamp, the stand-in for Ulrich Loh, face of the franchise. Dealing with an ankle injury, Vieja Steenkamp has stepped in and continued where Ulrich left off. Chris Smith finds touch. Can the Vodacom Bulls work a try here? They've struggled with possession and territory. It's been at a minimum.
Must capitalize, Marcus. Jan-Hendrik Wessels has to find his man here. First things first, find his man. I reckon we set up a maul here. We set up a maul, something special. Maybe we go 6 ball in the middle, and then we play from there, Marky. And we'll see Simple Matanzima. He will go over to Jan-Hendrik Wessels to tell him what the boys have decided on.
Ball in space has been at a premium in the second half for the Vodacom Bulls. Just need to work some momentum back that we had when we were so dominant in the first 40. Wessels loses the line out. It's won by the Vodacom Bulls somehow. Somehow it's won. Knock on Vodacom Bulls. Disaster, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea Sharks will get the feed to the scrum with 22 minutes still on the clock, but you really worry that poise, that calm that you had in the first 40 seems to have evaporated for the home side.
Oh, so frustrating. Let's go back to who we care about. Alongside with the Bulls, Marky, and we say we need to play rugby, go back to basics, because I agree with that Dylan Duplessis. Kay, do you think we can win if we play like this? Not right now, but like if we keep the ball in hand, we will capitalize on what we have.
Heinrich saying hashtag Richard your way. Come on, boys. You can bounce back. We've got this game. These small battles, we need to win them, says Colin.
Big scrum here, Marky. Hammer and
So a
Ankara.
hell of a lot of time still on the
Yes,
clock.
sir.
Over 20 minutes to go, which is a lifetime in a rugby match, of course.
And remember, we scored 5 tries in the second half last game. I know
We
it's a different customer we're playing up against, but we did do that. They
The
get their
Chelsea
heads.
Sharks are off their feet immediately at the scrum. We're going to have a reset, but need to watch. It's the Lucid here. Blia, I believe is his name. It's a very inexperienced Sharks front row, except for Kalu Sadi, the man who could have so easily been a Vodacom Bull. It was a last-minute decision between the Bulls and the Sharks. He went for the Sharks.
Probably one of probably Mark and I, if there was a draft pick in South African rugby, our round 1 draft pick probably would have been Carlos Sadi, Marky. Is that fair to
I
say?
reckon. But now we've got Wilco Low, who only arrives in June. Of course, we could have used his services earlier, but a kind of like-for-like replacement there. So heartbreaking that he signed with the Sharks, but we get Wilco Low, a Springbok, back. Scrum's going to be huge here. Mornay Smith working on the tight head, has been selected for the SAS side, and I think he won that first set. Can he win the second? It's gone down again from the Chelsea Sharks. It's going to go. It's going to go scrumming in, crazily scrumming in there by number 17.
Come on, Red.
Doesn't give it. Here's Pepsi, who works his way upfield in a hurry. Tackles made by Emrys Papier, but he's so far over the advantage line, and they will change point of attack, and Vodacom Bulls in a bit of spot to bother here. Here's Kalusadi.
Wow. Truck.
Mac truck, Kalusadi. They're all going to be happy to just play close to the ruck here, up and under all day. They can't believe they found themselves in a 1-point lead. Still 20 minutes to go.
I'm stressing.
I'm really stressing. We're going away from our principles. Here's David Krill. Wins it. Beats
Here's
Abrams.
DK.
Beats another. Beats a third. David Krill is having a blinder, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute blinder. Mornay Smith finds Chris Smith, who finds Goose, and there's space to work with. He gives it to Jacob. He gives it to Jacob.
One more. Come
Who gives it to
on.
Hendricks.
Come on.
Who comes back in field. Who gives the offload. Got to get this ball back. Sharks have won it. Have they? They're off their feet. They haven't. Swanepoel.
Yanku.
Up the guts from Yanku Swanepoel. Penalty
Come
Vodacom
on.
Bulls.
Ball or two. Let's put some pressure on them.
James Fenter, the guilty party. Shrevino Jacobs working in space is a sight to behold. It's an absolute sight to behold. And I tell you, Shrevino and Conroy Hendricks working in a tandem down the blind side. I need to see that mismatch more often.
He takes it back to that Curry Cup double winning team, Marcos. That special team at Loftus Versfeld, Marcos. They're
And the
back up
Rocket
together.
Man was at a world-class level, and a Springbok cap was in the reckoning. Yanku Swanepoel took 2 to bring him down, up to actually 3, and they just went off their feet. James Fenter.
Great ruck work there by the Vodacom Bulls. Let's go now. Christmas been so good. Christmas has come again.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of that little break there and the potential to reclaim the lead via Christmas boots? Comment below. 2 truly wonderful prizes to give away. Chris Smith lines it up. Just 1 point separates these 2 juggernauts.
Yeah, Parlour 2, Colin van Biljoen saying the same. 3 spotters, Parlour 2.
over.
Hashtag reach your hand. Yes, sir! Bulls are up. Small wins. There we go. Hashtag reach your way. Go Bulls. We need some more points now. Back that, sir.
19-17 is the score.
Let's celebrate
Vodacom Bulls.
the small wins, boy.
Still an age to go, a lifetime, just under 18 minutes. Much better passage of play. In fact, by far the best passage of play in the second half for the Vodacom Bulls.
Is that Grant Williams?
That's Grant
Marcus?
Williams takes the field now for the Saucy Sharks. Expect fireworks. It's going to be
Expect quick ball.
It's going to be a blockbuster finish. Chamberlain, who's had a controlled afternoon, hasn't he? And he keeps it very, very shallow on Harold Forster, who won it spectacularly. They were trying to get that mismatch with Fussy in the air. Man who's 6'3". Disaster, ladies and gentlemen. Penalty to the Sharks immediately, holding on at the breakdown. This is a gimme kick. We spoke about it. They were trying to work that mismatch. Up the guts, they wanted Fussy versus Forster. Forster won it, but he was isolated, and it looks like Jooster, the replacement hooker, who's won the penalty for the away side. And this is, I mean, they're just going to take the lead right back.
Yeah, Marcos. And they put them on 20 points, weren't it? 1 point ahead of the Vodacom Bulls. A try will separate these two, I think, Marcos. And I'm saying it right now on air. A try will separate this. Whoever scores the next try is going to win this game. I really do think so. With about 17 minutes to go in this game, we're Loftus Versfeld. Because that will punch anyone who's taking the try in the guts. Because now it's Test match rugby. It's World Cup final rugby. This unbelievable to watch.
Puts it Chamberlain. I mean, this is as easy a kick as you're going to get. Right down the middle will do it. And Vodacom Bulls will have about 15 minutes to try and wrestle back that elusive lead that will result eventually, we hope, in a victory. Chamberlain adds. Score is now 20-19, so we immediately return to a 1 point lead.
To all those watching at home, give us your comments, give us your questions. Remember, we are giving away 2 awesome hampers. Awesome hampers. A Richelieu hamper, and the other one's a Siskan Grill hamper. All you do is like, comment, share. It's one of our biggest prize shows of all time.
Gabran Grobela wins the kickoff. 15 minutes to go, Loftus Versfeld, or a touch over. Grant Williams, the Springbok now, puts it onto Goose, who's taken it cleanly. He's going to return with interest. He spots a bit of space, makes nothing, and
Off his feet.
Jeepers, that was a great clean from the Vodacom Bulls. We needed that all offside, but here's Mornay Smith.
That was Vieira, but anyway.
Nokia. It was actually Marco van Staden. The pass from Goose finds Rocket Man. Ball kind of sputters out. Marcel Kutsia carries. Vodacom Bulls trying to go through the phases, keep ball in hand. Chris Smith out the back door. Wessels. Hendricks.
Where's the support, man?
Who finds Ambrose? Ambrose!
Ambrose!
Go on!
on, man! Massive try for the Vodacom Bulls. That was really looking really terrible at times, but Ambrose Papier, cooler edges with the break. Ambrose Papier on support line. The nippy number 9 from Gasfontein.
We're looking at it.
Unbelievable.
We're looking at it. Of course, the little man in the booth upstairs is going to have a look. Try again. Try again. That's it. Ambrose Papier.
Stand up,
You little
Gasfontein.
bugger. But Cornel Hendricks found himself in oodles of space. He did so well to not bottle that. He knew he was in space, but he knew he was covered. So just tried to buy time and look for his support.
Yes.
Gets tackled, waited. Gave the offload at the perfect time. Cornel Hendricks take a bow, and Ambrose Papier is so nifty, so shifty, and he scores it.
Marco's on the nail. Marco's like, Colin Hendricks, how he really slowed it down when he realized, okay, cool, there's no one around me, so let's make this as slow as possible so that the next man can come. Up the pops, Ambrose Papier, over. Try time.
KK, the score's now 26-20 to the Vodacom Bulls. You had a hot take earlier. You said a try will be the difference maker. A try will determine that game. Let's put that theory into practice and see what happens here.
Yeah, Marcus, this was actually my prediction was 620. But I think the next try, like I said,
You
and
can't
then
do
no,
that.
not now, man. I'm saying that try at the time, the try at that point was going to be the winner of this game, and I think it's going to be in practice, Marcus. I agree with you.
13 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Vodacom Bulls scored an absolute belter.
Oh, come on, boys.
Last restart was a disaster. Corner Hendricks
Good
has taken
take.
it, and we've won the ball back. They keep trying to exploit that middle kind of area of our restart, but then the kick back from Goose is a good one. It's high in the air on Butter. He's won it though. He looks for Cock. Who's knocked it, has he?
No, he hasn't. It's just Grant Williams.
This could be a steal here.
It's not Che. It's not Che.
This could be a steal here, it's not. Williams finds Sadi, who finds Chamberlain, who gives it to Krobelo, gets the offload away. Again, vulnerable at that breakdown, isolated, but Williams has it. Blier, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Krobelo,
Blier.
Blier.
Labotte. Grant Williams.
Fassi gets munched! David Krill!
PK, listen out for that name.
Harold Foster working in space, operating to his outside. Finds Goose. He's got Rocket Man. No ways! Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot describe what I've seen. Rocket Man racing down the blind side. The ball was on, but the tackle from David Creel killed his opposite number, munched him, put him away, put him in the cupboard. And then the try, coast to coast Vodacom Bulls. Rocket Man, I tell you what, Elton John is giving it horns on the piano right now. Rocket Man scores the try.
Nasangena go Prevula. Yipi Esmayeni. Wow, the Vodacom Bulls have done it. 2 tries in quick succession. On Kirkness Road, it's not, no, it can't be forward, Mark.
It's not.
It can't be
They're
forward.
looking if he's out. He's not out. It's perfect. It's perfect, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's behind Stravino.
It's perfect. The catch from Stravino Jacobs. I cannot believe what my eyes are seeing. The catch from the Rocket Man, Stravino Jacobs. What a story. What a comeback story. The man who was destined for greatness in a Bok jersey. Career derailed by injuries, returns with aplomb. And the extras from Chris Smith. Vodacom Bulls 33, South Sea Sharks 20. It's a fairy tale at Loftus Versfeld.
Absolute fairy tale. Painted in pink. Unbelievable scenes. I'm so happy. Sunday afternoon scenes on Kirkness Road. Wow.
The comments, KK, I can't even keep up. They're flooding in. We've got 2 unreal prizes to give away to 2 lucky listeners. KK, perhaps you can answer some of those questions.
Yo, Marcus, wow. Hashtag Richie Lowe from Sunny Lawrence. Wow. And then from Miss Matazima, Bulls with a couple of fire emojis and a couple of dancing emojis. Thank you, Miss Matanzima. And then yes, some besta. Thank you, Dylan. The game is ours, boys. The game is now ours for sure.
Showing support.
Still 9.5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 converted tries in it. DK, who deserves man of the match, is going to chase it and almost win it. He has won it for Ruan Nokia. David Krill, take a bow. Take a bow. And he does, but I think it's a result of injury. Cross kick on Rocket Man. Oh no, it was on. It was on. Goose almost came away with it. Van der Kok trying to work some magic. I know you're a huge Kok fan, aren't you?
Yeah, you're the biggest cock fan here, mate.
Penalty Chelsea Sharks.
Oh, I couldn't be
Reaching
happier.
for the panic button. All the visitors.
We've got 20,321 people!
And now it's unbelievable. On a Sunday, to have 20,000 plus people at Loftus Versfeld, it's just special. It just shows how special this team is and how much the supporters care. How much supporters care about breast cancer awareness. They come out in pink. Yes. They've come out in their numbers.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes. And how unbelievable is it that we get to stand here and commentate this game together. What a privilege.
This is one of the most special games I've seen in a while, Marcos. And I don't say it often. That quarterfinal was special, but this could be more special, honestly. The way we just turned it around the second half.
Pepsi Buthelezi wrestles down the blind side. He's
Arms
knocked
out.
it. He's knocked it.
Come on.
It is a fairy tale, ladies and gentlemen. Comments flooding in as well. Teresa, friend of the show, saying, that's my team right there. Hashtag Richard your way. Zany saying, Stravino is a great finisher, and he is. That's why I'm a bull, says Harry. Yolisa saying, you have made my day. Now go for the bonus point, says Leicester.
I agree with that. Let's look for that bonus point. Bonus points against the Sharks.
Harry says Sharks is claw.
Sharks as klaar, meneer.
Come balls from Tashwell. Hashtag bullseye. We love your commentary, says Kenneth. They're
What
flooding in.
hashtag Richard your way?
I can't keep up with them. I love you, bulls, says Colin.
I love it.
It's so special. It's so special. Penalty Vodacom balls at the strike.
Come on, boys. 7 minutes to go. The Bulls, yes, the Vodacom Bulls, the darlings of Tshwane, the boys from Kirkness Road are 33-20 up against this horrible team we call the Sharks from the east coast of Durban.
Dylan saying, boys, the game is ours. Morne saying, that's how I know my team. You make me proud, says Dylan Duplessis. Blow machine from Michelle. Comments flying in.
Hey, Mark, let's just chat about like how special Loftus Versfeld in terms of like how the Bulls play when they're here. It seems impossible to beat the Bulls here.
But they're feeding off the energy, and there is a stat. I need to go and find it exactly. I don't want to compromise myself as a broadcaster, but it's something like at least 8 to 10 victories in a row at Loftus Versfeld for the Vodacom Bulls.
Yeah.
When was the last time we lost here? This is a fortress.
I think the last time I can remember off my head is the Currie Cup game against the Currie Cup semi-final.
But in the URC, I think the last loss was against the Stormers.
Yeah, that's probably the last one, Marky. Let us know. Dylan, I know you're on your stats. Let us know. Was that the one?
What a more Vodacom Bulls. Here's Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Still on his feet. What a carry. Putting on a show now as the home side. Papier finds Matanzima. Every carry now is over the advantage line. Every pass has zip on it. Every kick is with vision. Chris Smith.
Kicks and retracts.
DK!
Yeah, DK!
You're not joking! David Krill wins it. Who's put on a masterclass. Penalty to the Vodacom Bulls.
No clear release.
David Krill. Get him in the Springbok jersey, David Krill. One of the great individual performances I have seen.
As well, Marcos, the best individual performance I've seen in the URC live. That is the best this has been. He's been inside under the high ball with ball in hand. Imagine he had a bit of a yard of pace on him. Imagine.
I tell you now, this isn't the grandstand, this is the East Stand, but they should be on their feet in applause, rapturous applause for that man in the number 14 jersey. A man who's dealing with cramp, no less. Who wins that ball. It's sensational against a team that wins 72% of the balls they kick away. Exceptional, David Krill. Exceptional. Take a bow, sir.
Wow, that's a hammer. DK yo touring, DK amazing. That's from Henry Fenter and Dylan Duplessis. Yo touring, bonus point alsjeblieft. Yes sir, we agree. Oh
Vodacom
yes.
Bulls working behind the ball. They're going to score and it's over. It's a slaughter at Loftus Asphalt. It's an absolute slaughter.
Wie is die Higher van wie? Sharks for who?
Take them to the Geneva Convention, ladies and gentlemen. It's a human rights violation.
Absolutely, Marcos. Take them to the Geneva Convention. This is war crimes. Vodacom Bulls, Daughters of Tshwane, Derby Day has got a bonus point try. Who would have thought we did? Because we love you, Bulls.
How about this, ladies and gentlemen? There are 3 things to do in Pretoria. Look at the Yukske River, go to the Voortrekker Monument, and get absolutely wiped out by the Vodacom Bulls at Loftus Asphalt.
Yes, sir.
And that's a 5-star rating on TripAdvisor, by the way.
I'm so happy, Marcos. I'm
It's
so, this is unbelievable. Mark.
And look at this, they're baying for blood in the comments. Hammer them boys, says Monde. The Sharks got nothing, we are unstoppable, says Dylan. I don't know what Jake told the guys in the second half. We're making sushi out of the Sharks, says Dylan Spielman. First prize, says Jacobus. Baying for blood.
And Mark,
at a Coliseum, ladies and
and
gentlemen.
Marcus, before Chris goes and kicks us over, let's get Giovanni 2.0 for the final cocktail.
Final cocktail, Giovanni.
Giovanni. Let's get Zani Lawrence's cocktail in here. The final one.
Comments on the win?
It's a very big win for the day. It's a very big one.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And how special is it to be with the Bullseye team?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I've never
so I'm
watched
more
rugby,
excited.
but
Pretty nice.
I like it. I like this team.
Love you
There
too,
you
sir.
Kick on Chris Smith. Oh, he dummies. He sold him down a river. He sold him down a river. And I think Fussy's done himself a mischief. And here comes Trevino Jacobs, the rocket man, who's playing like a house on fire. Can that ball stay in? It can't. Another kick out on the full. This must be a record for kicks out on the full. But Trevino Jacobs is playing like a man possessed.
Unbelievable, Marcos. Savino Jacobs off the bench. All our boys off the bench have made an impact. Savino Jacobs even last week scored a try. Here today nearly scored a try. I mean, the Vodacom Bulls, it's just been a proper performance by the Vodacom Bulls. Yes, we had scary moments, but we took care of them and hold of them with great aplomb.
The score is 40-20. It's a demolition job by the Vodacom Bulls.
Bonus point against the Sharks. The Sharks, the higher.
And we see some Sharks fans leaving the stadium. Get out of here!
Yeah, get out of here.
Line out to this terrible team from Durban, the shocking team. There's Moche, who's actually a great player. I'm a big fan of him. He finds Buthelezi, 1-on-1. Rocketman misses the tackle. No way, you're joking!
Unbelievable, Bulls.
Yeah, yes.
They're going to go upstairs.
Was it Ruan Vermaak who pulled off potentially something that we will speak about for the next 20 years that I'll tell my grandchildren about? There's no way. Pipsy Buthelezi is laughing. He doesn't think he scored it. Ruan Vermaak might have just pulled a Houdini act and somehow saved the try, and I don't know how he did it.
Wow. I mean, this is the Bulls team that I've grown to love, Marcos. To not give an inch even when it matters there. When Pepsi Buthelezi is clearly
The game's dead. The game's dead.
And why not?
It's a dead rubber.
Exactly, Marcus. Let's kill that try. Let it go upstairs. I think it's knocked it. I think it's gone against someone's body, to be honest. Leg. Festive scenes the Bulls fans have stayed in. The only people you see walking out are people in black and white.
Bambuna. Let's look at this from Ruan Vermaak. That ball's out.
It's a knock. Oh, did he have a finger on it?
They reckon they've scored it to the Sharks. They're trotting back. Regardless if the try was scored or not, it was an incredible bit of athleticism from a man who stands over 2 meters tall. Thank you so much, Giovanni. Look at this. This is a pink cocktail, Cakes. If there ever was one, this is a pink cocktail.
I left it for the last one. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much,
so
sir.
much.
We appreciate you.
Miss Sonny Lawrence, this is yours.
I think we're on this camera here.
Miss Sonny Lawrence, this is your now. Ooh, that raw energy.
Wow.
I love it.
That might be my favorite.
The raspberry.
Well, announce it at the end, but that is world class.
Special
Kenneth
weekend
saying,
it has
love the
been.
atmosphere of KK and Mark at home games. Hashtag Richard your way. Willem saying, die Bobrol drink nie brandy van die grond of nie.
Yeah, I love that.
Teresa getting involved, friend of the show, of course. Bulls are taking the Sharks out of the sea, says Yolisa.
Times like these, sometimes people say I love that. Great comment. Times like these, Marcos, and make it special. When you say times like these,
Pepsi's going to score a consolation try that no one really cares about. Let's get back to the comments.
watch KK's no try, it's fine. You guys rock the commentating from Tres Puertas. Lovely, 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 lovely.
Cheers, guys, from Colin. Cheers to you, Colin. Hashtag Richard your way. Dylan Spielman saying, I think we are dentists today because we've taken the Sharks' teeth out.
I love that.
Now the sardines. Hashtag
Who
Richard
said
your
that?
way.
Who said that?
That was from Dylan
The
Spielman.
Spillman. Okay, cool.
Very happy from the US, Albertus. Cheers to you, my friend. It's a wonderful victory for the Vodacom Bulls. They're going to kick it over, no one cares. And South Sharks will get on their bike this evening and go back. The worst part about it all is they have to go back to Durban.
That's the worst part. First to get on a flight to watch, which we all know the flights aren't the best thing to be on, and then you have to land in a wet summer Durban. Oh my goodness.
Sticky.
Oh. We may be there on New Year's, but we'll chat about it another time.
40-27, 30 seconds to go. It's an absolute festival atmosphere at Loftus Versfeld. And it's been a dream to commentate it, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for listening to our broadcast. We appreciate you. Wandi Similani's on the field.
Buteles has
He's
been
been
good.
great, I have to say. He's been good.
Shenge.
Out the back door. 8 seconds to go. They split
That's a
it.
knock.
Put the cherry on the cake. There's your Henry
JHW.
Vessels. We'll have the scrum, will we, or is that it? Are we going to have the scrum, or is that it, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to have the scrum, I assume. And that could be the cherry on the cake. On Pink Day, the historic day of 30 October. I'll tell my grandkids about this day.
Likewise, Marcos, special day. Special to be here with you. My good in pink. To beat the South Sea Sharks.
Doesn't get
by
better.
this amount of this margin. It's just special. Unbelievable scenes. I love this festival. The crowd is on their feet.
Crow's cooking.
The crowd is cooking. I'm so fortunate, Marcos. I really am. I feel so fortunate. Wow. I love this team.
Is this the Vodacom Bulls, or is this the Chinese fishing industry? Because we have killed the Sharks this evening. Old Goal's going to make a documentary about this. Put it out! Put it out! Put it out! And end it! Put them out of their misery. There it is! There it is! It's good night Vienna at Loftus Versfeld. It's a 40-27 demolition job of this team from Durban. Cheers! Get out of here! And you
outta
can
here.
take all your fans with you.
No.
Oh, this is scrap to end it. This is scrap to end it. Thomas the Toy, on your bike, son. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Marcus,
No love
Marcus.
lost between these two juggernauts.
Hey, Marcus, we still have a lot to do before we finish here, Marky.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Lovely to be a supporter. Sunday afternoon. What a way to spend
In
it.
the pink cocktails. Richelieu, thank you so much. You have made this an epic broadcast. We've got a couple prizes to give away, Cakes.
Let's have a look here.
I've got someone in mind already.
A big
Yeah.
To you that came out, remember to share those pictures with us.
It's pink day. It's pink day, so it has to be a lady.
You will see, and we will see you.
Okay, well, in terms of the cocktails, Cakes, there was 3 to choose from. My favorite is this one, I have to say. They were all great, but this is my favorite cocktail of the 3. I believe this was by Zany Lawrence.
Zany Lawrence, a friend of the show. Zany Lawrence, that's fair. I'll take it. I'll take that. It was what I liked about it is that like, it's a simple cocktail, but it's got all the right ingredients to make it a better cocktail.
And it fit the brief as well.
100%, and it's pink.
It's pink,
It's
exactly.
pink,
That's the
yeah.
brief.
100%. Zany Lawrence, you win the cocktail prize.
The Richelieu hamper, which is incredible. For me, Dylan Spielman. Dylan Spielman's been on it. In terms of the 6 Grill hamper,
Done.
Dylan Spielman's been
Done.
phenomenal.
Done.
So
Done,
thank you
Marcus.
to everyone. Leslie Taylor, yes, Balls, you let me drink a lot of Castle today. So move over to this. Move over to this, because this is something else.
Unbelievable. And remember, guys, it's literally your way. You can mix it with anything. We've shown today, but with good old Giovanni 2.0. He made us 3 unbelievable cocktails. They all tasted differently, but it was just so great and smooth how originally can be mixed with anything. That's why how great this drink is.
Couple comments here. Lester, Lacquer Boys, love the commentary. Big party on the Isle of Wight tonight. Love it, Lester. Thank you for tuning in. Reagan saying Bulls can win the URC. I love that talk. I love that talk.
It's starting, boy.
I mean, there's so many comments, guys. I can't even. It's like going to break my tablet to even come to try and answer some of these. But well done, Zany. There you go, commenting. Thanks, guys.
Take us home, Marcus, and I think you should take us home with Giovanni 2.0 here. Come here, boy. My man.
Come, let's get a final word from Giovanni, who's bought us these phenomenal cocktails. What do you have to say for yourself, sir?
This was a great service. Thank you for showing me the new cocktails. I didn't know about these cocktails, but today I got a knowledge about this.
Unbelievable, sir.
There you
Unbelievable.
go. Thank you so much. And thank you to Richelieu. Hashtag Richelieu your way. Right there. Thank you so much for joining us, Giovanni. And thank you so much to all of you for tuning in to a historic game of rugby. It was an exceptional game of poise, athleticism, absolute brilliance. It was world class, and it was a privilege to stand and commentate it for you. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll see you for the next episode of Bullseye TV. Have a great one and enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Pleasure.